Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Fallout Cold Front, the Fallout 2D20 campaign we host Saturday evenings at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for joining us. A couple weeks ago, on last session of Cold Front, the party here has been at Xanadu, a hotel and spa and coliseum and general happy time fun place, with a lot of very interesting developments happening there. Last session, you guys mostly prepared to leave, as you had found your mission, the reason that you all have been hired to, be a group together and get stuff done. Dr. Erwin Courtlant, he's with you guys. Let's see, what else happened? There was a little bit of Avernsive and Gnosis stuff going on.
Yeah, so what happened is I talked with Margie, and Margie was like, I've been trying to track down my dad for years, and the only memory I have is from when I was very little, and I can't remember it. And Jules was like, I know a guy for that. And then in the morning, I told Jerry that I met his brother, and Jerry was like, let me unfold to you my dark and tragic past. And basically, he and his brother are both eugenicists, but he's reformed, and his brother is not. And so we're very worried about Gnosis, and so we went to go warn Avernsive. And we went and we warned Avernsive, and Minos was there, and he left, and then Frankie left. And we'll get back to that later. But in the meanwhile, we were like, hey, Avernsive, these people are not cool dudes. And he was like, okay, well, I'm a contract worker, and they didn't ask me to do anything not cool. And also they gave me, like, a lot of money. And we were like, well, that tracks, but call us if things get dodgy. And he was like, all right. And then we flash back to Frankie, who is following Minos, and he insults him, and he calls him Minus in probably the most, like, insane moment of the campaign. And then he almost gets wrecked, but, like, two complications are rolled at the same time, and he falls on his face instead. And Frankie gets away.
His glasses.
Yes.
Yes.
Real quick,
We all
before I
hate
forget,
Minos.
Nathaniel, what is your luck point amount at? Like,
Total?
yeah,
Or what my current?
yeah, current, and then what's your maximum?
My max is 7. I have my written down.
Well, whatever your current one is, increase it by 1, because I just remembered in between last session and this one that I really liked giving like void points back in Dishonored, and their equivalent in Fallout is luck points. So, kind of like giving inspiration in D&D. I was not expecting you to follow Minos back, and
It was savage.
such a wonderful scene that I was not expecting. So, luck point. There you go.
From 5 to 6.
I
Just
was
some
here last
simple
time.
savagery from Frankie.
Yeah.
Hey, Minus.
I might not have
You actually
I
suck.
might not have access
Bye.
to vicious mockery.
By 4
That's
eyes.
what I was doing.
This is your analog.
This guy's like, this is not clever, but it's affecting me.
Like Phoenix.
So
There's
anyway,
no stats for getting damage on this, but I still
I have-
feel in pain.
I feel emotion. Damn.
That was like
Exactly.
4 points of emotional damage.
That was.
then
Yeah, and then it
Margie,
collapsed on the ground.
Yeah,
so.
all on his foot.
Margie,
Just falls in.
Margie went on a journey of self-discovery. Got an implant put in her in 22 seconds, 4 of which were cleanup, and went into her memory in Avernsive's virtual reality simulators and saw the memory of her dad leaving, and that was already like weird enough. But then also like Avernsive like fast backed the memory, and there was like blood, and so we think he's in trouble. We don't know what trouble. It's actually very alarming. And then we all just kind of left, and we got upgrades. Most of us have ballistic weave.
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
So we all got like a thing to upgrade our stats, which is fun. And then we left, or we were about to leave. Oh, and we also hired Quiet Bert to infiltrate Gnosis and get us a sample of C24 and Minos' glasses if he's replaced them.
And find out generally what they're up to.
Yes,
And
also
to-
that.
And to slash their tires.
And we
That's
have
right. And
a,
it's-
And we
tired.
sent
Long
off
mission.
Sergeant Corporal to go find the Corinthian or Lieutenant Commander Blakely or any leads that have to do with that like holodisc that you found, that identifier disc. Because, he has to leave anyway. Might as well get him to do something fun, pursue the treasure hunt. And yeah, so we kind of have 2 other little side plot missions going on in the background while we're taking the train back up to Indianapolis. And that is where we left off.
But we will resume with a little bit of a retcon conversation. Jacob, first of all, did you find the page for ballistic weave? Actually,
No.
you
I have
still
a coat.
you don't have to let me know right now, but probably some point during session, let me know what upgrade you would like to take, whether it's for a gun or for armor.
I think I just have a big coat now. I have the coat. Oh.
Right. I will say everyone else has substantially better armor than just base coat.
Okay.
It's pretty useful. It's a simple upgrade.
Alright, I've got ballistic read.
Mark 2.
Mark 2.
Yep. So you can look up the stats for that later and add them to your base stats.
It's too far away from them.
We will resume with you picks though, as the prior night, prior to last week's session. You were hoping to maybe find some mob connection to talk to.
Mhm.
So that is where we will resume. Since they're kind of around and there's not quite a designated place, I would like to roleplay how you plan on finding them.
Well, those guys who were guarding the entrance were very unhelpful. So I think I'm just gonna scope. Oh, actually, you know what? X is a talker. She's got charisma. So I think she probably is first just gonna like go to the bar and be like,
Which one? This also happened.
let's
last
do the
session.
jazz one for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there because I'm gonna just like talk to some people and basically just be like, I'm trying to learn. Hopefully not like too bluntly, but I don't want to be like I'm not necessarily secretive. But like, do you know how I can talk with mob people? Like, is there a bar that they're hanging out at? You know, and then basically I'm gonna try and find. Then the plan is just find a person and hopefully get to my person.
Yeah.
Get
You have chosen quite well, and you put that very, very well of how you don't want to just like walk around like, where's the mobsters at? So go ahead and roll a charisma speech check with a difficulty of 0.
I love it when I roll these. Let's see. That is. It's at least 2. So that's nice. There we go.
I'd suggest seeing what the total is. If
Okay.
it's 3 or 4.
Might
Well,
be
wait.
helpful to have them in case
It
you
would
need
just
to
be
burn them
2
later.
because it's 6.
Okay.
My speech is 6 and it was a 7 and a 12. So
Okay.
it would be 2.
All right, 2 it is. 2 action points added to the pool. There you go. Cups acquired. So, as you go to the jazz bar, you begin to ask the bartender that, and very quickly, you see as he's just wiping a glass clean, just points to someone sitting in a booth in this very jazz bar.
Is it?
What?
Is it the guy?
Mm-hmm.
That guy?
Yeah, the one shifty guy in the bar. Yeah.
This is the reason you couldn't take your mask off.
Pigs.
He might have the answers you're looking for.
Well, thank you. Nice tie.
Nice.
Leave. Yeah, so I go over.
The compliment is what gave you the 2 action points. Oh, thanks. Bartender will remember that. Or bartender liked that.
Bartender like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna make my way over to the guy, and I'm gonna. I don't think I have a drink or anything, which would be helpful. But I'm just gonna. Is water free?
Yes.
Is
Okay,
it
I'm
pure
gonna
or
get-
is it irradiated?
It's pure here.
Okay,
actually.
Is it
alright.
mineral water?
Okay.
Is it sparkling?
Okay, I'm gonna.
It is mineral water. It's tonic water.
Okay, I'm gonna take my mineral
So,
water.
wait.
I'm just gonna
Is it- it's sparkling.
slide over to where this guy is, and is he like in
Is it
like a
tonic
booth or
water or
something?
He is in a booth.
It's mineral
I'm just gonna like
just said it's
walk
tonic.
over and like put down my glass on it and say like, "Do you mind if I sit here?"
Not at all.
All right, I'll sit down. Take a sip of my water. Do you work for the mob?
What gave that away? He is wearing a black fedora, a black trench coat, and a white shirt and tie.
I don't know. You give that vibe.
He looks pretty grumpy.
I'm
The neighborhood
looking
board
for a
hates it.
particular fella that I have some business with.
Not good
Tobin,
vibes.
right?
Is that his name?
I heard all about you.
Oh. Hopefully good things. What did you hear?
Well, I heard that you're traveling with this group that has done a little bit of meddling tonight.
Oh boy.
Yeah, a little bit of, mild impersonation and trying to break up a deal that we were trying to arrange tonight.
Yeah, that
Might
sounds
increase the price of certain services.
I mean, that sounds fair. Makes sense. Was I insinuated in these crimes? Or were people who I don't have control over insinuated in these crimes?
Well, maybe we can clear that up. Why exactly are you traveling with these people?
Because I need money to pay you guys.
Okay, well, what's the job? You're with Delroy Trade Lines, right? But you're not in a caravan.
For freelancers.
Doing what?
That's company secrets?
Well, if you really want to clear up this whole issue. If you don't want to, well then I would probably have to assume that part of your job is meddling in mob business.
Yeah. No.
You can roll a speech check, actually.
Okay.
If you want to.
Okay.
Difficulty of, we'll say 3.
Okay.
He does want this information.
That makes sense. I got a few tricks up my sleeve for him. Okay, I need a little bit more than that. Alright, so he's a guy. So I'm gonna reroll.
Whoa,
this one.
wait, does that really allow you to just re-roll 1d20 for any speech check with a guy? Is that what the Lady Killer perk does?
I think it's only
Or,
one.
sorry,
Is that what the
Black
lady
Widow?
killer- Is it just
So-
like one?
When you attempt a charisma-based skill check to influence a character from the chosen gender, you may reroll 1d20.
Yeah,
All right.
you're right.
Dang.
It
Yeah.
unfortunately did re-roll as a
It
complication.
was a complication. So that's only one. Mm. What?
I'd suggest trying to clear your name on this one.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, I will say that if you want more information, we can of course discuss that, but I can verify that any meddling that they have done with the syndicate, is that their name? This is to me.
It is a name.
To me. Okay.
Yeah,
Is a name.
it does work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Syndicate is not our mission. And I think that can be proven by the fact that I don't think it would make sense for me to go on a mission that would directly cause friction between me and a person that I want to do business with.
Roll another speech charisma check, difficulty of 1 this time. That was a really good case.
Okay, come on, Pix. You got this, girl.
Honestly, with a 1, you got
That
this.
is
It's not gonna be a
3
problem.
successes.
Great.
Dang.
Take 2 points of action. Action points. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess that makes sense.
But I also understand it maybe creates some caution. So I understand that.
Well, I'd probably suggest trying to rein the rest of your group in.
That sounds right. I also have some money to make that payment if you're the person that can do this.
I can relay it.
Awesome. Can I, should I roll for that? Like, does he seem like a guy who would do that? Or,
Yeah, absolutely. You can roll a perception speech check.
yeah, I'll do that. I'm not great.
It's like, sucker gave me 2,000 caps.
That would be
I'm
awful.
definitely in the mob.
I'm the mob.
Haven't you seen my fedora and trench coat?
Just give money. I am mob.
Okay,
That is something you can do in Fallout.
oh, that is only one success.
1 success.
Mhm.
Seems like he's telling the truth.
Okay.
I will say, just to be fair for you guys,
Hmm.
whenever you do a insight check, I will always be rolling dice, just
Just-
so that you guys don't know is
just
this person
remember.
telling the truth or
Yeah.
not.
I think Pix will go for it. She kind of, while she does that, kind of just makes a mental note of who this guy is, what he looks like. So if
Yeah.
so like if something goes on, she can alert people and stuff like that.
Right.
So
He did guess the name of your original contact.
that's true.
So,
So that
at the
also,
very least, he's
I think that
knowledgeable
also
about
makes her be like, yeah, that's probably fine.
Right.
All right. So I wrote this somewhere, but basically what she's gonna do is basically just pay it off with the jewelry and the money that she has. I need to look to see where that is. Because if I'm correct, She's wearing the 2 special ones, correct? That make people think that you're rich.
Yes, and those were valued at 300 apiece.
Those 300 apiece.
Valued.
Value.
You will have to do a barter check with that, since that's not currency you're dealing with.
Okay.
That is an item.
Okay. All right, so there's that. She already has somewhere. Okay, she has 600, like
Mhm.
a little bit. So we're just gonna say 600.
Okay, so 600 in jewelry or in caps?
That's in caps.
Okay, 600 caps,
And then
600
she-
in the jewelry right
Yes.
there.
And then previously I said with the rest of the jewelry.
Okay.
She was holding on to it, and so she's gonna take the rest.
You gave me
of it.
2 pieces of that, so I think you have 8 left.
Yes, and then that is
Valued at 100 apiece.
100 apiece. So
So,
then she's-
depending on if this barter check goes through,
Mhm.
that could pay all of it.
Yes.
Hope you
There'll
have
be
luck.
4 left.
You have like 4 caps. Now it's definitely the time to use them.
Yes, so I'm going to use this. All right, so that is.
You could get 2 extra dice if you use 3 of those caps.
Let's just do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as you start,
Just-
this is probably weird. How do you pull out 600 caps? This is just the problem with caps in general.
might be
Just
like-
giant bag.
Suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Right, the caps
Fallout
come
doesn't
out
take
and
itself seriously, and we don't either.
Yeah.
he sees those, and then you start pulling out jewelry. And whoa, wait. Not exactly a fence here. I mean, we do have those, but
I think you'll find that they're worth the investment and looking into them.
all right, make that charisma plus barter check.
Okay.
Uh,
There's so much power in
Are you
difficulty
using-
of 2.
Okay.
Any number of successes down of that number is 20% or 40% for 0 successes.
Mhm.
And any number above that will increase the value. So if you get 3 successes, then you can sell that jewelry at 120% of its original value.
Okay, cool. Alright, it's charisma, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that was a 3.
It was. I saw it.
3. It's also there. And then, so that's at least.
That's 2 successes, so you will sell it at original value.
The value plus, so it's charisma and
Barter.
barter. So that's 9. So that would be, so that'd be 3. So that's pretty good.
3 successes.
I don't think I can re-roll anything with him, correct? Because is it just once a scene with the lady killer? Let's say that, because that sounds like a lot. Let's say that.
Yeah,
for now.
that does
I'll-
sound about right.
Yeah, so we'll say that. So that's 3.
I would suggest writing down the details of the full perk that you've got
Okay.
on the character sheet just for future reference.
According to my thing, it doesn't say anything about once per scene. It does with the formal hat and the formal suit.
Right.
But
So
we'll like
maybe the limit then is when you're trying to influence. Maybe
like
that's
one-
like
one
the limiting
influence.
language.
Right, you're still
One
yeah, you've
person
already
being
influenced
influenced.
him. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's 3. Awesome.
Those are nice pieces.
Thank you.
Well, I think this covers more than enough of the original payment. Wow.
Okay.
Mark 6 auto dock. Pretty special. Well, in truth, we expected this a lot later. But we will stay true to our word. Remind me, who was it that needed this surgery?
A woman that I know.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, the auto dock is pretty heavy. You're gonna probably have to get that woman to Chicago.
Okay.
Can you do that?
I can do that.
We could possibly
Very
arrange
good.
transportation because of your expediency, let's say.
I'll check with the rest of the group. See what they're doing. But yeah, I can do that. I'll just have to go get her. Is there any like time limit or anything on it? Just get her there.
Sure.
All right.
And you've got a card, right?
She
What
wears
was
that
the-
under her like all those like stickers that.
Oh,
she
yeah,
has.
yeah, yeah,
So
right.
she took that off.
Interesting idea.
She like probably has it like, cause she's wearing like a dress. So she's wearing like something under that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's probably what that is.
He would take that and just write on it. The payment has gone through. Ow.
Ow.
They're so official in the mob.
All right.
So just so that you have got a little bit of written proof on this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, good doing business.
And with you,
Okay.
I would suggest going to the pier in Chicago. Send this woman.
Okay. All right. Nice. With the, so it was, if it's above 1, it's 20 more with their value, or let's just say,
Well, he
Well,
commented on
figure-
that. He
yeah.
said this is in fact more than the value promised.
yeah. So
He's not going to give you. Well, you know what?
He did offer transportation.
He did.
Sure.
Kind of what I was rolling with was he was
Oh.
just, wow, this is more than enough. Thank you.
okay.
If you want to call him out on that, you may.
Sure. So that was a little bit more than needed.
I think we said deal.
I'm- True. I wouldn't mind a ride somewhere sometime. So we can just keep that as a little IOU. Keep it off the books for now.
You know what? I'm feeling a little generous tonight. Why not? We can get you a ride.
You write this on this thing? The card? One ride.
And a ride.
Thank you. Al, was it?
Oh, no. Jim Porter.
Jim Porter.
This is not his name.
All right. Well, see Al, Jim Porter. So she goes. So I'll just say, is that, let me think. Let's see, so that would be 60. I'd probably try to have it be that one of the fancy ones. I keep one of those, and then one of like the normal jewelry, and those are like,
Wait, why are you keeping?
oh, meaning like of the, because I have like 8 or something like that. So I'm not giving them,
Right,
like all
so
of it. I'm
8
giving
is worth
8. So
100, and the special ones are worth 300 apiece. So 300 is 600.
oh, I thought each one of the 8 were, so each of the 8 are worth
100.
100.
So
Correct.
8 times 1 is 800, and then the
So I
2
already-
times 3
so
is
basically-
6. So it's 14 plus the 600 caps you gave, and you just ended up bartering it a little bit better. So we took the overage and gave you a ride.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Hold on.
So you gave everything that you have.
Yeah, so I have 6. What? So I gave 600. There's the 2 special ones,
Yes.
and I also have the 8 normal ones.
Yes.
So I put the 8. Okay, yeah, because it'd be 2 of those.
600 in the special jewelry. Wait, what? Oh, is that the
Yeah,
120?
for the barter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. So 600 in caps plus 600 in special jewelry plus 800 in default jewelry equals 2,000. You bartered a little higher, and he was like, "Wow,
Well, that is
nice."
2,000.
He believed that the value was higher,
Okay.
but he also didn't pay you for it. He's just like, "Wow, this is nice. This does meet my requirement because
Oh, okay,
he's a
okay.
shifty
I think I
businessman."
just had the math wrong. Okay, so that is it all. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, so I'll just catch that. Okay, I'm going to
We are also about to get paid again.
fish my water, and I'm going to exit.
Okay.
Roll
Roll an endurance check.
Very. My God, let's see.
Difficulty of 2.
You have a heavy coat, right?
What's the endurance?
No, we
check
made it
for?
ballistic weave.
The water was spiked.
But you can still use the actual ability for the
Yes, but not
heavy
with
coat.
what you think.
Oh.
For endurance with.
Yeah, the benefit of ballistic weave is just that you get to add protection.
what is
Yeah, it doesn't
endurance
remove the
with
thing.
Survival. What would be the
Otherwise,
Yeah,
we
let's
should
do
just get
survival.
another.
But we haven't bought anything at this point because this is the previous night.
Oh, you're right. This would be before the ballistic weave,
That is
Before
correct.
the ballistic weave.
but not before the heavy coat.
Correct.
If Pix already had a heavy coat, then you can still
Right, we're
use the
kind of
heavy
saying
coat.
that she already had a heavy coat.
Yeah.
So you can reroll
Yeah.
That
one
makes
of
sense.
these endurance checks for the scene.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense, but like, I'll roll with it.
Heavy coat.
I ingested poison, but it's a good thing I've got my heavy coat on.
I
Well,
don't
yeah, I'm so
know.
warm and cozy, I don't even care.
Yeah, like a nice leather coat. It's like a good buddy.
It's like some
Yeah.
snake bit you and you're like,
Okay.
I'm actually so cozy that that's okay.
Alright,
The snake's like, what on earth?
So survival.
We're
I
the
have.
only species who does
Oh,
this.
shoot. Okay, that's what that's indicating.
This is not an important check. The mob did
Okay.
not poison your water. I'll
I was
give you them.
wondering. Alright,
This
7.
is just
I'll just
special water. I
Okay.
probably shouldn't have made this a narrative
Special
point.
water.
It is.
She got
It's,
nothing.
it's Pluto water, in fact.
Okay, what does that mean?
It's
So it's not a
drugged.
real planet.
Did you get Did you not get a 2?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
You really feel like you need to use the restroom.
Okay.
That's it. And that is not something I want to
Well,
see.
I'm going to.
I have to be authentic.
I'm going to.
This is
just-
the water that they
I'm
have.
just gonna
Cut
head
scene.
out. I'm just gonna, casually
They've
leave.
died
Not like
already.
I'm trying to rush away. And
Yes.
I'm gonna make it to the bathroom
There you go.
because she probably
Good job.
feels like she's gonna throw up. Also.
Make an endurance
And
check.
so just
See
keep
if
it
you
all
make
in
it.
one place.
Yep.
So anyway.
Yes. If you go to the West Baden Springs Hotel today, they will serve this
I
water.
crossed my
Don't
legs
drink
really
it.
tight. Do I get to reroll one of those?
You would also
Use
see in
strength
Pluto's
instead.
rings. There are also, let's see, who else was in Pluto's rings at the time? You were there. You were there. Okay. Yeah.
And you
So-
were there. And
We were
you
having a
and-
little chat, and she had a drink, but she wasn't drinking it because her mouth
Oh,
was
right,
on.
yeah.
She literally just has like a little thing of absinthe just sitting there.
Right. Yes. Yeah. You were like, I really want to try it. So yes, you would see that the rest of the party, these two of the party,
We are the rest of the
Well,
party.
the rest of the party, you don't need any
You
of
would see
these
them in there
items.
as well if you wanted to have a conversation, or not. We could just go straight back to the present if you so desire.
She doesn't. She doesn't want anyone to know what just happened, so she. just
Okay.
leaves.
Roger that.
May I roll
Yes.
Yeah.
a perception check?
You did last time, and you saw her. I told you. You
Oh.
saw a man, and you
Yeah,
may
yeah, yeah.
possibly see Pix.
I
And
see,
so-
I
That's
see, I
true.
see.
Pix is there, so congratulations.
Nice. All right.
But we wouldn't have over. We also were having our own conversations.
We
so-
were, and I was working on like notes and stuff, so I definitely wasn't listening in.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
was thinking about absinthe.
Absent?
Not drinking it.
Okay, Margie bought
Fancy
absinthe,
drink.
and
Okay.
she just like had it. It's alcohol. It's like it's
Okay,
a little.
okay.
It's a little
Sorry.
higher volume,
Awesome.
higher alcohol than other things, but otherwise it's just like a green little thing. It's just sitting
like
in front of her.
She was just thinking about it.
She's just like she still has the mask on, and it's just sitting there.
Fix walks over.
No!
No.
Margie
you don't
falls to her
have
knees.
to. Anyway.
The canon of the
Um,
last episode falls apart because Margie tries to kill Pix. Pix tries to kill Margie.
They both
Yeah.
die.
Suddenly, the
mess with
course
the
of
timeline.
Time-
last episode
Anyway,
changes
that's about
drastically.
it, yeah.
Okay, all right, everybody. Back to the present.
I have my absinthe in my system.
Yes, you have. You're drunk. No. Wait, did
I
you
never
roll an
was
addiction
drunk.
roll?
I did.
It was fine.
Oh, okay, wait. How
I
many
also
did you
only
drink?
had one.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so I don't even think I could have gotten addicted because it was
Correct.
just one die.
You certainly
Right.
didn't.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
You got to roll 2 effects to.
Yeah,
get
I
to
didn't
alcohol.
get addicted to alcohol. It'd be really embarrassing if that were to happen.
Okay,
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
you got your addictol. You're good. Anyways, so I believe the note that we ended on was you all still in the hotel, but planning a way to actually get out. You were kind of concerned about going through the front door because that is where
You wanna hear
minus.
Our exciting strategy.
Yes, I would love to hear it.
Go out
Cortland
the back.
would ask, so what exactly is the plan? We just gonna head out the front door?
I think the back door is going to be a little bit more effective.
Remind me,
We talked
remind
with
me where
Vincent
the
about his.
You got the back door. That's right.
remind
Yes.
me where the power armor was.
Outside. In the front.
That's so okay.
You are
could
going to need to grab that.
Outside was one of the less helpful things, but in the front is what I needed.
It could be in Antarctica, and I could be. Oh, it's outside.
It is outside, yeah. Yeah, it's at the bottom of Lake Erie. It's outside.
With the
Look at my
Corinthian.
sessions. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
All right, well, Margie, you'd probably better go get your things. Do you need anyone to come with you?
I can come with you if you need it.
If I remember correctly, Margie hasn't been taught how to use power armor.
That is true. I'm. if someone wouldn't have any problems with the people in the front, maybe
I wouldn't. I mean, I have problems, but
inside check.
not violent
I
ones.
don't think you need an inside check for that one.
I feel like he's lying. I don't have problems with the people outside. You are the one.
I don't know.
Well, maybe
well,
one
Frankie's
of
the two.
Two.
Oh,
Minos just thinks that Jerry is like an obstacle,
One.
whereas he thinks that Frankie
He's
is
telling
like
the truth.
a nuisance.
all right. I'll allow
Distraction,
Jerry
that's
to
what I
come
meant,
with.
not obstacle. What'd you say, Levi?
I will allow Jerry to come with,
Okay.
despite
all right.
initially thinking it was a bad idea. He's like, "No, I'm fine." So
Who's going with Marge? Okay.
We're gonna figure this out together.
with nuclear energy.
Figure what out?
The
You
power
just
armor.
need to get the power armor and come back.
You know how to use power armor, right?
No.
We'll figure it out.
Do you know how to use power armor?
No, but
Okay, new plan. I'm going to go with Margie. I'm going to show her how to wear power armor, and we're going to come back.
You know how to use power armor?
I could show you a few things.
I'd still like to come.
Have you tried it before?
Yes. All right. Well, the three of us will go. The three of you stay here, and we'll meet back up in 15 minutes.
Are we gonna walk? No. Yeah. I was like, wouldn't it be weird to wear power armor? No, it wouldn't. Cosmo did it like
Yes.
so much.
Yeah, you can.
We're going to go get Margie's power armor.
All right. So, you head out through the front door, and you would see not a group of Gnosis.
Nice.
Doesn't seem like there's a van or anything that.
No
truck.
unmarked white van.
A battle bus.
There's no battle bus either. Correct.
Oh wait, this is our permanent mobile base, but we're going out the back door. Moments later.
So, no one out there?
I mean, there's the two Xanadu guards that are standing by.
Totally fine.
Seems like there's maybe a couple of spectators from the last night who are packing their Brahmin up. Oh crap, sledges. Yes, sledges are back in style for some reason. Nice. Those like sleds, but for not snow. Sledges.
Oh.
Yeah. No, if you need to carry a bunch of stuff. Seems like there's a couple of people at the farmers market that's also at Xanadu that are packing up their things, heading back to their farm.
Farmers
Do you want blood sports or a farmer's market? Come to Xanadu.
Or drugs, or a spa, or a bowling alley.
Are you a murderer?
I feel like this
or
is
a
a
vegan?
fun Venn diagram, and there's this one very, very small section in the middle.
It's
that
like not even in the middle.
all
It's
of
like
those
off to
things
like the
appeal.
side for some reason. It's just his like. It's just
Well,
Xanadu.
it's just the people that want all of the above are the people that scare me.
Yes. I'm here for the farmer's market, then I'm gonna go watch the blood sports, and then I'm gonna go get drunk, and then I'm gonna do drugs, and then
bowling.
gamble.
bowling.
Then bowling, and I'm gonna
Wrap
take a
it all
different
up
pool,
like
and I'm gonna
a
have a
bunch of
nice night
monsters.
with the little pillow mint. I'm gonna have that and go right to bed. Wake up with fresh breath in the morning. It's gonna be great.
And then more blood sports.
Then I'm actually the one fighting tomorrow.
At any rate, we're getting Margie's power
Okay.
armor.
Yes, you go out to the what did I call them? The stables, as a matter of fact. No horses here, but still stables. And you would see your set of power armor still in the power armor rack. Deep crimson and slightly spiky looking, but definitely only aesthetic spikes. So nothing with practical purpose.
Well, those could probably be taken off. Looks like a nice set, though.
Might need a few modifications. I'm not sure.
Well, if you need someone to help take a look at it at some point, I'd be happy to.
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, Julian, you would be able to recognize that this is the premier, at least the head and torso, suit of power armor from before the war. The ones that you have done were made after the war.
These are pretty good for general access. You're gonna want to hold on to that.
The legs and arms are crap.
That and that, you're gonna want to replace as soon as you get the chance to. But the head and torso, pretty good.
I suppose those are pretty important.
Probably the more important parts, yes.
I'm gonna take the power core out, plug it in.
Yeah.
Is there a check for that?
No, I will allow that one. It's pretty easy. It's just
Okay.
like almost putting a lid on something. You just put it in and then you tighten it.
Wait. This is another presage moment. You need to determine the sound effect that we're gonna make every time you do this.
from your soul.
I think I might like that.
Yeah, it can be.
How do you spell that?
All right.
You insert it, and jets of air are burst out from the armor as it opens up. And it's really hard to describe. I just need to send you an animation. It's really cool, but like the entire back opens up. Like the arms swivel upwards, the helmet kind of shifts up, I think. The legs kind of swing outwards like doors, and so you can pretty much just step into it in like 5 seconds.
Do I just get in?
That part's not hard. Go ahead.
Ooh.
Yeah, one step at a time. You get in, and all those parts snap shut. So, your power core has 8 charges on it right now, I believe, unless you have written down something else.
I mean, nope. I don't have that written at all.
Okay.
I remember it being 8.
That sounds correct. I know the... What was the total? I thought the total was higher, but...
Oh, it is, because that is the default charge on it, but you have the nuclear physicist perk. So technically, we'll just say it has 16 charges on it. Which is
Okay.
pretty impressive.
Much better.
So here's the test rule for this, because I am not a fan of constantly having to just scavenge power cores, but I do like a little bit of scavenging to them. I'm going to say that these are going to be expended at the same rate that day intensity is like. So you guys remember when there's when you're recovering from an injury or something like that, and it's like the difficulty of the check will be based upon the activity of the day. So, for example, if you have done combat and heavy travel, that's a difficulty of 5. So, if you use that suit of power armor for combat and traveling, that's 5 charges expended in a day. If it's just travel, it would be... technically, the rules would say 4. Yeah, that's what I'm going to roll with. If you're using it for an entire day, just walking around, it would be 4 charges. But if you don't use it at all, if it was in a vehicle or something like that, you can save on that.
Wouldn't it be nice if we had one of those?
It would be
Yeah.
nice.
Oh.
Okay. That being said, when you actually step into it, it is not just completely adaptive to your own movements. You're not just like, a puppet where you can just move it at will with your own limbs. There are, in the actual, I guess it would be in the fingers, things that almost feel like keys, things that might control the movement at which you go, and some in your feet as well, what feels like pedals on the actual feet themselves. I'm totally bullcrapping this. There's nothing that actually says this is how you control a suit of power armor, but there is typically required training for using a suit of power armor. So,
Uh-oh.
you have that training. You could probably pretty easily teach Margie to do it too. I'm going to have both of you roll an independent check. The total
For you.
will be 5. So if you get, this is a cumulative check. So
It's
I
also
will
a
say
cap
for
if
you,
need it.
intelligence plus, how skilled are you in power armor? 0 to 6.
I dabbled. Probably not a lot more than that.
You're at least proficient, which would be a 3, I'd say.
Okay.
So we'll roll with that.
I'll be happy to, yeah. I don't think it's like an exceptional skill in any way.
Okay. Margie, I will allow you
the
to
cap is
use
gone.
intelligence and repair.
Okay.
Or, no, I'm sorry, pilot. I keep forgetting that's a skill. It's
I do
gotta be
have pilot, though.
Okay, there you go.
What is my
So
pilot?
that's-
My pilot's
Or-
actually not
This has
bad.
been lost since it's a different scene.
You can use it right now and only right now.
Ooh, okay.
Using it.
Do it.
Ask and thou shalt maybe receive.
Right.
Wait, actually, can I use it? I have a perk
Do it.
called Cautious Nature. If I buy 1 or more d20s with action points, I can re-roll 1d20.
Oh, that's really good.
So, anytime I can, it's nice to buy extras.
Whoa.
Total is 5. No partial successes. This
Double tens.
Double tens?
I also
Yeah,
got
so
a
that's
10.
two successes.
Okay, 2 successes from Margie, and you need
4.
3. 4. All right.
Dang.
Yeah. Margie, you're ready to hear whatever Jules has to tell you. Julian, you're just ready to teach, I guess.
A pretty decent teacher after all that time with Pip.
Yeah. There you go. So, You gradually learn the mechanics of being able
Old
to
school
operate
mom.
a suit of power armor. Congratulations. You can now also teach other people to use power armor, if you so desire.
Fun.
Don't go spreading that around. Brotherhood might find out.
Just mansplain power armor to a Brotherhood guy.
Wow.
Shut up.
Bellamy's like, hi, I'm totally not a member of the Brotherhood. And Margie's like, let me explain in detail how power armor works and how you use it. And he's like, I can't be here anymore. He just leaves.
I mean, that's
He's
not
allergic
the
to
reaction I
magnet.
had in mind. More of just killing
Heads
you.
will roll.
But
Well, he wouldn't know who's in this power armor.
that's true. But he would know it's not a Brotherhood person.
How would he know?
They
Anyway,
have
until the situation comes
uniforms,
up.
How would he
man.
know? Come out of there so I can see your face.
Oh,
Margie steps
right.
out. She's still wearing a mask.
So
That's not Brotherhood
basically,
issue.
she'd be like, well, that's going to be enough to get you up to speed. There are things that you can do to make your travel more efficient within power armor. So we can talk about that at a different time. But that's enough to get you working.
Okay. Thank you.
And
Your strength is now 11.
Yes!
Nice.
Have you read the rules for power armor?
A little bit.
Okay, there's like a single page that says all that you can do. You can no longer suffer fall damage.
I did read that.
That's
part.
one of my favorite
you could
things.
jump out of a helicopter, man.
That's what they were built
I mean,
for.
I kind of want to. It's
Yeah.
like, how are we going to get down there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Badges, take me up on the whirly bird. Okay, so we go meet up with the others again.
Yes.
Unless
all
there's
right.
anything else. And we're gonna go out the back. Yay!
All right. That is not anything I will ask you all to roleplay. Oh, I did forget to mention, you would see the rest of the pit crew preparing to leave as well.
Did we pay for a ride back?
No.
No.
We paid 200 caps for a ride here.
Pix sees that we're there. Just if we, this may be a bad time.
Oh wait, but they still have Frankie's trumpet, so
But-
he could go get that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And our bicycles.
No,
Yeah.
Those are
we
all-
left
We
those in
left
Indy.
them
Oh
in
yeah.
India.
That's a shame. I missed the bicycles.
We could have
Power armor
gone
and
so
bicycles.
much
Here
faster.
we go.
I missed Jerry on the bicycles.
You would get on and it would go.
Oh my gosh.
no.
Margie in power armor on a bike.
The poor bicycle.
It would have to be a power bicycle.
Power armor bicycle.
You could.
Depleted uranium
Anyway.
frame.
Sorry. Anyway, continue.
At that point, you're
Okay.
you're pretty much just in Tron.
Heck yeah.
No joke.
Tron looks
So anyway,
Yeah.
we're gonna go get our stuff from the pit crew, especially the trumpet.
Okay.
I think that was the only thing we left with the pig.
I don't remember. We didn't specify, but like I also think I probably wouldn't have carried all of my earthly belongings while in a party dress.
Pix says.
So I don't know.
So do we need a ride out here? Because it may not be a good time, but I got a ride from the mob if we need it.
Think
I'm fine
it's
walking.
Probably not a good time. If we just head up to the station, we can take the Union line.
Okay, that works.
Or this would be Phaethon, Horus. Sorry, I don't know what to call him. Let's stick with his actual name, unless you want to use the code name. Horus Valinsky would come up to you all. He seems to have just a ton of grease on his face. The van has its. Oh crap! It's a van. The engine's in the back, at least in this one. But the VW vans have the engine in the back, and that's what this is based off of. Except it's American. Anyways, you would see him. He shows his face from the back of the van. Looks like he's been working on the actual engine, and he just says, "Or you could go there much faster if you got the caps for it."
Well, I don't think our bosses much liked us traveling with you. Hate to say it.
Now, what would lead them to do something like that?
Not a reimbursable work expense.
What on earth does that mean?
You don't want to know.
Nightmare.
I really don't.
I did renegotiate our contracts. We should get reimbursed for at least some of what we lost, so you can maybe make more stim packs when we get back to Indianapolis.
Well, if you have any now, you could travel with us and not get them yoinked by the Union.
Well, actually, at the moment, we don't have much on us.
They already got yoinked by the Union.
Yep, that's the Union. And we yoink them from them.
How much would it charge?
Same price. Unless any of you happens to be good with nuclear reactors.
I step forward.
Tonk tonk.
All eyes go to Margie.
Well, that is an impressive suit of power armor you got there.
Thanks, I just got it.
You just got it.
$7 at the Gap.
It was a real
It's on
steal.
discount. All I had to do is exist. I don't know, someone had an extra. You know how it is.
How much you have to pay for that?
It was free. Cosmo gave it to me.
Oh. I was just talking to her earlier.
Did she tell you about Gnosis?
Yep, I'm aware of it.
Good.
You think they're, Well, you tell me if they're a big problem. Because the Picker's rather concerned for, the whole territory of Indiana. And especially people that might disrupt the political situation, the kind of boundaries we have right now.
That's probably why you make a good plant. I think it's too early to say. But
Alright.
if what my associate says is true, there's reason to believe Radamanthus is the sort of person who could cause a problem.
Where are they headed?
We told Cosmo that, didn't we?
You did. She didn't tell. Oh, wait, no, yeah, she did. Yeah, they're heading up to, 52? 52?
47.
47.
And then you're 57, right?
No.
Numbers.
Man.
I don't remember which one it
That might
was.
be
Okay,
wrong
never
in
mind,
the
never
wiki
mind.
then.
We'll talk about that and we'll fix it in the wiki later.
Yeah, that works. Wait, so do you know if they're the group that happens to run that vault? Because they've done some pretty fine things.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, they do a bunch of gene splicing with new vegetables and fruits and foods and that sort of thing. They brought coffee back.
Really?
Yep, they took a recipe from out west and I think they took some. It was like coyote tobacco or something like that. They called it, but it's. They say it's leaves now, which is pretty crazy because I don't know much about pre-war society, but I know coffee was beans. So they just made coffee again, but this time it's in leaf form.
That
Pretty
doesn't
good.
have much to do with what we've heard they've been doing, but I suppose everyone's got to have hobbies.
Yep. They brought the tomato back too. It's pretty nice. And that's just a normal tomato too.
I know they're kind of public enemy number one at the moment, but I would love to hear about that research.
They also really hate ghouls, so like, you might want to let the speed demon us know that.
Do you know who the people
Keep
are
that
in
in
Vault
mind.
47?
People? Not really. They're just a typical vault. We're built near the ruins of, what's the old college there? I don't remember. Old college up north. Pretty close to, South Bend. I don't remember what it's called. But, it was mostly academics in it. I think their sick experiment was something about, like, oh, yeah, that vault, they didn't have any clocks in it. Like, the pit boys they gave, no clocks. So there was literally no way to determine time, but wasn't the most crazy and sociopathic experiment. So I kind of just thought that vault was just the vault dwellers there. But it sounds like Gnosis is from somewhere else. Up in Michigan, right?
Right. Vault, insert vault name
47.
here. 47. Wait, but
No,
you
50,
said that.
57.
It was 57.
It was 57.
So the wiki is right.
I'm so good at this.
The wiki should have
57.
should have looked at the wiki before you spoke.
Yeah.
Shameless plug to check out Cold Front Fallout RPG Wiki.
Yes, we have a wiki.
It's so current.
It is. It's updated. Well, certainly sounds like they're up to more than just making coffee leaves. Might just be a front. Everybody needs caps somehow.
Right. I only bring it up because I think it's something worth you and Cosmo taking an interest in. I'd do it myself if I had more time.
No, understandable. I mean, it's our territory anyways.
Right.
Well, tell you what. you said you hired someone to go take a look, right? Quiet Bert?
Some reconnaissance, yes.
Good. If he gets back to you with any answers, you let me know, and I'll see about organizing a proper raid.
Sure. I mean, probably something you're going to have to bring past the forum if you're looking to do any lasting damage, but...
Oh, no, I wasn't saying with Polis. I was saying with the pig crew. These people sound like rich snobs. And it might just, as you mentioned, fall into this beast demoness's ears, and, might just be a profitable heist,
Just happens to line up pretty well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a challenge. It's robbing an old vault. Those are really, really hard to steal from. Right up our alley.
I could see how it would be a good idea.
Would be. And I'm sure I'll put it to a vote and everything, too.
Good. Well, I'll let you know when we know more.
All right, that sounds good. If any of you can... You were volunteering your help, right?
Yeah, so I have been kind of looking at the engine, trying to figure out what's wrong during this time.
Yeah, sure thing. Time to look up the Fallout wiki because I
Probably
have
not
a thing.
actually messing with it yet because
Yeah, just observing it.
trying to figure out what it is so that I know, like, can I fix this? How hard would it be?
Yeah, intelligence plus repair. You may reroll 1d20 on this check because of your nuclear physicist perk. That's not in the perk rules, but the title of it is nuclear physicist. I think it should do something other than just, whoa, I can use fusion cores better. It means you understand nuclear physics.
It's kind of your specialty.
It is. Let's see. In fact, it's good enough that I'm going to choose not to reroll any this time because I got 3 successes.
That'll cut it.
Killing it.
Fuel cell controller is out, which is a small chip that determines how much nuclear fuel is actually going to go to the rest of the car.
Fair enough. So when he asks if I was volunteering to help, I will tell him that.
That's expensive. Shoot.
Would I know if I could rig something up?
Go ahead and roll another check. This one difficulty of 4. He will help you though if you suggest the idea.
Yeah, I'll suggest that. I'm used to not working with a lot of materials that are official.
You think you can jury rig a fuel cell controller?
Maybe.
All right, let's take a look.
Come on, Margie.
Come on, Marge.
Can she still re-roll one?
That's good.
Yes.
This one's good though.
Should
that's
have
a
borrowed
success
my
from
lab
Horace.
coat.
Got you, homie.
That's right.
3 successes.
That's one from him. So you're getting the ball rolling on this idea. You're like, okay, what if it's this and this and this, and then you hit a brick wall, and then he's like, what if you had this? And you're like, oh, and you have that eureka moment and manage to jury rig a makeshift fuel controller. Whew, well, I guess that does quite help. Yeah, I'll knock 150 caps off the price now. Just 50 caps.
I'll take that.
All right. Back to Indy it is, then. Good to know we won't explode on the way back now. That was a joke.
Isn't that the whole point of a nuclear combustion engine?
Well, they don't exactly explode.
Well, it's... Right. It's
It's
more
not
like a
the same.
heat thing.
Internal combustion engines do have like little explosions, and diesel engines and gas engines they work that way, but actually it's a little bit different with the nuclear engines. It is still based on heat, but it's not.
Right. It's like... Well, technically it's an electric car, but the reactor's charging the battery.
Oh, so there's not small amounts of, like, radioactive material constantly exploding in your engine?
Nope. I think. I don't know.
There
I
is-
mostly just hit things until they start working.
That's not what you should do with nuclear batteries.
Donk!
Exclamation point appears above Margie's head.
This is the sort of operative we choose for Polis, ladies and gentlemen.
That was also a joke. I know my
Percussive
stuff.
maintenance. I had a 50-50 chance of it starting to work or turning into a nuclear bomb. We got lucky.
All right. Well, is everyone ready?
Yeah,
We
you
go-
don't have to take the Union route,
we
which
go
goes
in-
really, really long. It doesn't go directly to Indy. You have to go through Illinois. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just go whoop Or wait, sorry.
Whoop.
Weird.
Thank you for correcting that. I wouldn't have
Yeah,
understood.
that's right.
otherwise.
You have a different
The
perspective.
whoop is very different from the whoop whoop.
Yeah,
It really
big
is.
difference.
So we're going. We're driving. We're having a good time.
Indeed. You all are going to be there by lunchtime instead of the late evening, which was the plan with the train. Is there anything you guys need to take care of before you leave? Last chance to get anything at Xanadu.
I hope we come back, but no.
Do I have any money? I did because of Julian.
What's your upgrade?
Yeah, I gave you a loan.
Oh,
Ballistic Weave?
yeah.
50 caps.
Okay.
I gave you a loan.
Look up the stats for Ballistic Weave Mark
Until
II.
we get our next paycheck.
And add that to the damage resistance that you already have
Forgot to
because
add
of
that.
Heavy Coat.
Heavy coat.
Heavy coat.
But I don't actually need to buy the thing that was
Could her
thinking
heavy
of, because
coat
I
be
really
No,
for,
thought
but
like-
that's
she
actually
was like,
covered.
it's probably not good to walk around with
leather
no
thing,
money.
yeah.
Sure can. Yep. You are allowed to reflavor any aesthetics that you want.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, it has to look exactly like it does in the game. That's boring.
Yes, it is.
Also, definitely when the person said like, "Yeah, they brought the tomato back," Fix is like, "What is that? Why did he change one letter of the name?" Anyway,
It's like a potato, but longer.
okay.
It's just a really long.
And she's like,
Like a
Frankie's like,
Yukon
I think
potato.
they also call them yams.
were you what?
Frankie has not seen a real tomato.
Fix like, wait, what did you say? She only knows of potatoes.
Margie only knows of
Where?
potatoes.
Oh, where would the thing be, by the way?
Because she's
Ballistic Weave?
She's not like other
Nathaniel, would
girls.
you mind
She
showing
knows
Jacob?
about potatoes.
she
Yeah,
eats
so yeah,
barley.
I would get
She
that
drinks
and then
maple vodka.
head out.
She's not like other girls. Potatoes love her. Potatoes? Who are they?
I feel like we've said a lot of
Wait.
quotes and highlights worthy
Uh-oh.
things tonight that haven't made it to quotes and highlights.
People need to get on that then.
Potato.
Wait, hold on.
Tomato, tomato. Let's throw the whole thing out.
Oh,
Potato,
okay.
potato.
That's interesting.
Because you also just have potatoes.
What you checking?
Tomato.
What?
They're present naturally in the West Coast, but they are not naturally present on the East Coast.
I think
Now-
potatoes are the same way.
Now we have the
by-
legendary East
Although-
Coast tomato.
I don't think Cooney has tomatoes.
Oh wait, and by 2087, the unmutated tomato has been reported to be extinct, with its ecological niche being filled by the tato plant in the Commonwealth. The enclave and the denizens of New California and Appalachia are known to have had access to the fruit.
To have had.
Yeah.
So I grew
they
up
brought
with
it back.
tomatoes?
So it was extinct and then they brought it back. So tomato is back. What did you ask?
So I grew up with tomatoes?
Yeah,
Wow.
They couldn't live without their ketchup.
I'm so privileged.
that's right.
How American.
Oh, just wait till you guys get to Chicago. There's going to be
They
one
had
very
ketchup
happy
on
guy
burgers
about the
in the
return of the
airplane.
tomato.
What?
There's going to be a happy guy that the tomato's back.
You planned this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, we're in the Midwest. One of the things we are
It's-
proud of
it's
is
about
our
the small
varieties of
things.
pizza.
It's about the
So-
small things.
Oh my gosh, I get it. I get
All
it.
right.
Someone's like, we have all the ingredients. They're back. We can
Papa
make-"
John is in Chicago.
The
That's
man
My name is
himself.
Father Jonathan, and I make pizza.
Father
Papa
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
It's Shaq, but a super mutant.
I would love
I
to
think
see
Shaq
that.
already is
actually.
super. He's
He
so tall,
is.
man.
Okay.
He's also 9
Okay.
times the size
Okay.
in every dimension.
All right, yes,
We
we're
are-
on a tangent.
Going to Indianapolis.
Any final calls for stuff at Xanadu? All right,
Nope.
you're on the road again. Are there any discussions that you all would like to have on the this like 2-hour trip? It's rather bumpy.
So you're saying that the
Hardcore.
tato was not the original fruit that those two descended from?
What's a tato?
It's this, and Frankie pulls out the tato. Frankie.
What you?
Why don't you have a potato? Frankie got it on his. Frankie scavenged it at one
Everyone
point.
has their version of I planned
It's
the
this.
return of potato.
This is, I mean, this is
unhinged.
this is a tato. It's a jacket tato. Like, why don't you have a jacket tato?
Is that a potato? What's a tato?
I don't
Well,
think
it's-
I've ever
I mean,
seen
They're really nutritious. This is Cortland. They taste disgusting.
Are you talking about taters?
You just need to season it. That's the thing.
it doesn't look like a
Right.
potato.
And Jerry's
That's
just gonna
because
pull
it's not.
some papers out. Jules, can you work on this thing for the tongue?
Right.
And Jerry's gonna work on his own separate piece of the blueprints for the tongue.
Okay.
Pip, I've actually got a project for you while you're well, I'm working on this.
Pip?
Yes.
Oh, gee, what is it?
Do you remember what we were helping out Margie with earlier?
You mean the thing that we did earlier today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about it?
I was thinking about ways we might be able to help her find her father. And this would be kind of off to the side in the back of the
Right, yeah.
Can you recreate what he looked like in the simulation if I give you a description and see if we can maybe give her an image to show around if she wants to see if more people have seen him?
Sorry, I probably should have done that earlier when I had access to the whole simulation thing. The graphics capabilities of that were far beyond what I can do right here on the screen.
Well, whatever you can do, I'm sure would be appreciated until we can find something that would maybe make a better image.
All right. I'll try my best. In fact, I've got one already.
Artificial intelligence, ladies and gentlemen.
So the first picture you see is in the same art style as Pip's face. So it is like
no.
a cartoonish Margie's dad. Does this work?
I mean, that does look like him.
Margie's dad waves.
How many fingers does it have?
5.
Oh, okay. Pip only has 4.
There you go.
I saw an AI generated image the other day where the guy had 6 toes.
I saw
That's
one
pretty
where
normal.
someone was like leaning on a golf club, but the golf club was here and his hand was here.
Yeah.
So
No,
he
it was like this
leaning-
weird thing that,
the
like,
golf
some-
club was standing straight
Somebody
up.
on
and
my
he was leaning on
Facebook, I don't think
nothing
realized it
next
was
to
AI
the
generated
golf
because they were like, "Wow, this is so cool," and I was like, "That's AI, and he has 6 toes." It was, yeah.
The thing is, too, some of them are really good and some of them are
That-
really bad.
Also, I
Back
do need
to-
to
That
make
is-
some
Anyways.
drawings that have extra fingers because that'd be hilarious. Anyway, continue.
It's called surrealism.
Does look like Margie's father, yes. But I think something that's a little bit more realistic that people would be able to recognize him by more easily would be helpful.
Okay. I think I'll try my best. This thing has like 128 pixels, though.
Well, take as much time as you need on it. And
How does this look? This looks a lot like, what is it called? ASCII art. You know when people like turn
Use symbols to make-
use symbols to make a picture.
Mhm.
It also looks similar to like, if you've played Papers, Please. It kind of looks like that. It's definitely it's trying to convey a realistic person, but like,
It's kind of 8-bit.
Dots,
Yeah.
type thing.
but it's not like Mario.
okay.
It's like that's definitely a face, and it's definitely distinguishable.
Well, that'll do for now. Maybe next time we have access to something where you could maybe make a more realistic image, we can try it again. But I think that'll be a good start.
Yeah. If you could get me access to that facial reconstruction stuff, that would be absolutely seamless.
I'll
That
see what I can
sounds
do.
perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be good.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I should have remembered that earlier.
It's fine. I didn't think of it either. The other thing, Pip, I want you to be able to feel free to go see the others if you'd like to. I know RMO has been keeping you more or less under wraps,
Uh-huh.
but I think it would be good for you to see other people, to get to see more of humanity.
You think so?
I think we should see.
I mean, do you trust him?
Well, I'm not saying you have to tell them everything. I'm just saying it might be good for you to see the people that aren't me up close.
Okay.
You
What
don't.
brought this about?
Nothing in particular. I was just doing some thinking about you and your development.
Okay. So it's like be a better Pip kind of thing.
It's learning. It's learning about other people. I don't think I've focused much on that side of things for your education so far, and I think this is maybe a good opportunity for that.
Yeah.
So be
Okay.
discreet. Don't tell anyone anything you wouldn't want them to know, unless you trust them. And I just want to give you the freedom.
Okay. I think I'll take it. I have some questions I wanted to ask Tabs.
Great. All right, now I need to work on what Jerry gave me.
Okay. All right. Check for both of you. 3 successes. Where does that land you on the progress bar?
6.
6, and the total is 8.
Yep.
Oh, so we
Okay.
could get this done.
You can finish the blueprint for Pip Tongue.
Can I get 3 successes? It's a question.
It's intelligence and science, I think.
Well,
good
and
at
see,
that.
I'm very good at those, but I would have to get under a 6 on one of them.
That's just having good luck.
Frankie's comparing the color of the Tato to Margie's power armor.
How close are they?
What is it?
I'm interested now.
Tomato.
I feel like potatoes are purple for some
In the
reason.
fall.
Is it that's a?
Let me look
Is
it
it
up.
that looks like a tomato, or does it look like?
I think
a
it
potato?
looks like a tomato, but is more the texture of a potato. I think that's what it is.
Awesome.
So it's like a catfish.
It is.
It's a tomato, but it's
red.
catfishing.
Mm-hmm. I used to like point.
It's brown.
I think it's also
all
I think it's also
skill
rough
for
and
me.
kind of has like that gourdish shape where it's uneven in places.
Well, some tomatoes have that too, though.
Yeah.
Potato.
Can you show one of the cameras?
That is kind of crimson, though.
This is
We will
showing
create
screens
a,
to
your
canvases
camera.
that way.
Your camera works.
I know. There you go. There's a Tato, apparently.
Yeah, how similar are those
I'm just
colors
saying.
actually?
I don't know.
Is that a Fallout tomato?
There's a Magic the Gathering card of a ghoul Tato farmer, and he looks very happy.
Difficulty for these checks is 3, I believe.
Yes.
Oh.
4.
4. Okay. That's.
Here you
I
were
believe we're
worried about
about
not.
87% complete with the blueprints.
Well,
I've
gee,
got-
that's a specific number.
I've got some more notes to look over in response to yours if you want to take a look. Most of what you got was just about right, but there's some things that I've done with Pip's programming that are a little bit different than you might have expected, and so I've made some corrections.
All right.
Would I be able to work on a blueprint right now?
Yes.
Okay.
What you building?
I am starting those blueprints for the "You Can't Have My Suit"
Yeah.
device.
Yes.
Did
Now
you
I believe
pass?
I told you the
So we're
difficulty
done.
and the
I passed.
You
and got us to
did.
6. You passed us to 7. So we're
progress bar.
I see.
Let me just look back at that so I remember what it is. Yes. Okay.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty of 2.
Okay. I will allow repair for this.
Okay.
But it has to be intelligence.
I love your liquid core die.
It's
Every time
pretty
you
good.
roll it, I just go.
It's so good.
Aren't those like uneven? Like they don't roll.
If it's
Perfectly.
fancy,
So
but we don't know how
they're
it's
probably
uneven, so that's how
like
it's even.
slightly uneven, but like
Not to a notice.
Every
but-
die is
They are
slightly
no
uneven.
more uneven than Chessex
Potato.
or factory dice.
Okay,
like
fair
everything
enough,
has
yeah.
imperfections.
That's right.
Anyway, that was a 13.
Not when we're playing D&D in heaven.
So that's a success. 2 successes.
2 successes?
Yes.
What's the difficulty?
2.
Okay, that is 1 success on your progress bar. You're starting to come up with some interesting ideas, especially looking at the reactor in Horace's van has made you thinking about like, I mean, this thing has a fusion core in it too, and it could be very dangerous. So, what's the progress bar total?
2 for blueprinting.
Oh, okay.
I need 2 for blueprinting, so 2
Yeah.
separate checks.
Yep, right now in this blueprint, you have definitely concluded radiation might be a fun thing to just spill on someone who tries to get into my power armor suit without proper access. So you've got that idea, you're rolling with it, you feel like you can crack it with just a little bit more time.
Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot defend against you with this.
Invincible.
Power finger.
Not that it's specifically.
Frankie,
You're
yeah,
young.
probably, honestly. Frankie's going to be pulling out the saxophone and practicing.
Okay.
In the car?
In the car, yeah. You got to practice somewhere.
We're all just like trying to work
Practice,
on
practice,
blueprints.
Fix has like her feet up somewhere and is like looking over someone's thing or something, and it's like, you didn't spell that right. That looks like a. Is that 1 or a 2? I'm helping. Roll complication.
Tabs, Pip would jump over to your Pip-Boy. Hey, Tabs, can I come in? Knock, knock. You
Yeah.
just see a door. It
What's
opens.
going on, little fella?
Pip's face just...
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Did that creep you out? That was a little weird.
Nah, I'm just not used to little thingamajigs like you.
That's okay. Most people aren't. Say, I wanted to ask you, who's John Denver?
He's a musical artist from the pre-war days.
Okay.
I only had 2 CDs growing up. Did CDs exist?
Oh,
Oh,
you could say holotape.
holotapes.
Yeah. They're like floppy disks, basically.
Real life me had a John Denver CD when I was
Aw.
like 4.
Aw.
Hence real Chloe Lore. Yeah, I had 2 holotapes growing up, and one was John Denver's greatest hits. So yeah, he's my favorite artist. He makes like country music.
Okay. I don't think I've listened to much country music before. Why is he your favorite?
because it was one of the few holotapes that I had. But also, my grandpa really liked him too.
Oh, okay. What does he play?
Country music?
No, like instrument. Does he play saxophone like Frankie?
No, it's like guitar.
Oh, okay.
You know, real like twang.
Like rock and roll or twang.
You know, yeah.
Interesting. What does he sing about?
Well, one of my favorite songs is it's about the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Another one's about country roads. In West Virginia, which is where I'm from. There's another one where he's like leaving to go on a jet plane. Do they have jet planes?
Yes.
Do they know what jet
yes,
planes are?
jet planes exist.
Okay.
Yep.
It's like I don't know.
That's
CDs
okay.
apparently don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one where he's like leaving on a jet plane. He doesn't know when he's gonna be back again.
Is that like autobiographical?
He
Was that a
did-
true story?
He did die in a plane crash.
He
I
did.
wonder if it was a premonition.
Oh my word.
Real life Chloe Lore. That's what I thought when I was 6 years old.
So John Denver was a prophet?
Maybe. I never thought about it that way.
Who's to say John Denver's not?
Miles away,
Yeah.
the cult of John Denver. We are the Raiders of John Denver.
You cross the border into Colorado, and they're
That's-
like, "What
that's
is
gonna be-
Colorado, friend?
Yeah.
This is John Denver land."
This is gonna be what Tab's
Oh, I
mission
understand
is,
what you're
start the cult
saying.
of Don-
You're talking
John-
about his
of
hit
Don
song.
Denver. John,
Oh, yes,
John Denver.
the
Don
country
John
mountain
Denver.
roads where we walk our pilgrimage.
Country roads take me home to the place where I belong.
Yeah.
Yes.
West Virginia.
The rest of the cult, West Virginia.
Outside Mama.
They do this.
Mama.
They do the same thing with the Rocky Mountain High. It's like Rocky Mountain High, and then everyone's like Colorado.
Okay, I need to roll back actual other John Denver songs.
Oh my
Actually, three.
Fun fact, Tabs. I was doing reading on Appalachia in the Fallout universe, and apparently there is a well and thriving cult of the Mothman.
Yes.
Yes.
And Mothman also exists.
Yes.
We
There are
stand.
actually Mothmen. So.
Nice.
He had children.
There's another song that he has that he's real glad that
Lots.
God made him into a country boy.
What does it mean to be a country boy?
I think it's if you're a boy and you live in the country.
Well, I mean, I live in the country, and that country is America, right?
You're a country boy. I knew we
What
were
it-
going to be good friends.
I'm a country boy. Do I want to be a country boy?
Pip, go talk to people. It'll be educational.
Am I a country
boy.
boy?
I
Existential
was like,
crisis.
Sergeant Corporal's not here anymore. He'd be like, we're all country boys. In America.
It's to teach him discernment.
So he doesn't join the cult of John Denver.
Discernment.
So he's like a patriot, like Sergeant
Probably.
Corporal. He's like, man, this country's great.
Maybe. I mean, I think he's talking more about, like, you know, the country, like West Virginia. You know, like, not
Oh.
the city country boy.
Oh, okay, yeah, I gotcha.
But, I mean, we could all be country boys deep down inside if we all live in a country.
Well, I
I
mean,
never thought of it that way.
cities aren't
So
really
he's a
around
prophet,
anymore.
and
so.
we're all country boys. You taught me a few new things today, Pip.
And you did me too. Apparently, there might be a country boy inside. Well, hey, if you ever have those holotapes, I'd love to hear them. I like hearing new things.
Yeah, I wish I did, but they got destroyed when my farm got burned down by raiders, so...
Well, let's look for
yeah.
some more.
Hopefully I'll be able to find some more.
Did he have any more songs other than his greatest hits? And what was the other one?
The other one was like an old, like jazz tape. It was my grandma's. I didn't really like it, but
Oh,
I bet Frankie would have liked it.
yeah, possibly. Yeah, that's fun.
Is this based on a real thing?
I just improvised that.
Nice.
I was wondering if you were a jazz girl.
I mean, I do
was
play
like-
jazz in the background, like for the vibes, but
You are a
coffee
jazz
shop
girl.
jazz on Spotify.
There's a jazz girl inside of you.
Am I a jazz girl?
There's a jazz girl
Am I a jazz
inside of all
girly?
of us.
There's a jazz girl and a country boy inside all of us.
There are two wolves inside you. One of them is a country boy, and the other is a jazz boy.
Here we go.
And then Nickish.
Okay.
That's just midnight
Do
train.
we hear this conversation, by the way?
Chloe, do you want this to be a public conversation?
What do you mean public?
I mean, like, are you
We're
fine?
all
This
in a
spirit.
van.
You're
right?
in a van.
Oh, I think you meant like on the stream. I was like, yes. No, this is
We'll
my
release
deep
it
dark
to the
secret.
public.
I listened to John Denver when I was 6.
My guilty
I thought
pleasure is
he-
that I like John
I
Denver.
liked John Denver when I was 6.
Everyone everywhere. Are you? What? No.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
the real crime is
So
only the
this,
3 songs.
you're in a van. You can hear this conversation.
Oh, yeah,
You're
yeah,
welcome
yeah.
to join.
I open up my book of stickers, pull out a country hat, which I think is just a cowboy hat, and I go over and I just put it on the screen where Pip's like faces, and just put a hat on him, and then disappear on the other side of the thing.
What? Why'd you pick that sticker? I mean, I like the hat.
You just hear her singing country, or I'm so glad that she starts singing the Denver song about being a country boy, and then
Okay.
just sinks into her seat.
Okay. I mean, I do like hats. I should probably. Ooh, wait. One appears on the screen as well. So there's one like on the screen and there's one on the screen. Sorry.
Hatception.
Hatception.
Whoa.
Indeed. Multiple hats. That means his
No.
power level is increased.
Is it a tiny hat?
And a tiny hat. Yeah.
Love that.
Oh, that's so cute.
All right. Any other conversations you all want to have in the van?
So it's not a tato. Anyway, continuing. No, I don't think so.
All right. So, after about 2 hours, you all would arrive in Indy, and right now we will take a little break on stream to reflect that scene change. So we will be back. Let's say at 7:30. We will see you all then.
Take pops. Time
And-
for- No, this is what I did.
All right, everyone, and welcome back. So, where we were was on the way to Indianapolis.
On the road.
You guys were on the road in a van, a nuclear-powered
Living
van.
in a van.
Not a
by
battle
the
bus
river.
yet.
By the river.
I want a nuclear powered van.
I know.
We'll get a battle bus someday.
Oh my words. No to battle bus.
No, come on, battle bus.
Mad
Okay.
What about
Max.
meth?
Anyway.
All right.
Man.
So,
Rolling meth lab?
after a decently long, bumpy road, you all would arrive in Indianapolis. Horace would take you all, along with the motorized escort of other pit crew members, to the Speedway itself, the Indy 500 racetrack where
What
you
if
guys were.
what if I asked him to drop us at the weather station
We have bikes.
as a part of our
we have-
part of our paying him to take us somewhere?
We have bikes probably at the racetrack, though.
That is correct. Your bikes are
Also,
still
when
there.
you said Speedway, I thought you meant like the gas station, and I was like, are we
Right.
getting
They almost
slushies?
certainly have some sort of fuel station there.
Well,
But there's slushies for like $1.50.
I could be
They might
corrected.
have nuclear
and
slushies.
I'm not going to look this up, but Speedway is in fact a town name where the Indy 500 racetrack is, and I also think, but I'm not going to look up, that Speedway is based in there, the company. I don't know. Could be wrong.
We'll look
Noted.
that up later.
Yeah, later.
It's Canada. This.
Look it up,
so I guess-
commenters.
I guess then we probably better go get the bikes and take them to the weather station.
Yeah, that could
Makes
work.
a little bit more sense.
Corlon's with us, right?
Yep.
We do not have a bike for Corlon.
Well,
We're up to do the ET
you,
basket.
well, here's the thing. You're going to be wearing
I
the power
also
armor, so
can't.
he's taking yours.
So he's
Yeah.
Marcy's just gonna be.
Because you're going to be doing that.
All right.
I don't know how the travel
Okay.
mechanic works.
So that would be, well, it'd be half a day's of travel, so we'll say 2. And then if combat happens, it would be an extra point on top of that. But we'll quantify that at the end of the day. So, you guys go into Speedway or National Weather Station?
We got to go to speed.
We gotta get our bikes.
Yeah.
We also gotta see what happened to that stupid elf chick.
No, we do not.
No,
We don't need to.
Nope.
She's gone by now.
But we
Moving
need
on.
to.
Dead
Better
and buried.
Forgiveness and healing.
Could we go?
Letting
Could we
go.
go to the NWS and then go back and get our bikes?
I'm kind of starting to think that might be a better
But we
idea.
would have to go to the weather station, walk back to our bikes, get the bikes, bike back to the weather station. What is the point of doing that?
get into the
Exercise.
weather station faster.
All right.
But for what?
Who wants to go to the weather station first?
Me.
Raise your hand.
I'm a follower and I'll
Maybe.
do whatever. everybody
Okay,
else does.
all right. Let's get a little tally. Who wants to go to the weather station first?
Are we doing
Raise
this?
your hand.
Wait, are we doing this in character? Or
Yeah.
else?
Yes.
Oh,
Doing this in character. All right, everybody, we gotta
Different.
get to a consensus and fast. Who wants to go to the weather station first?
fine. We can just go to the speedway.
All right.
Get slushies.
Guess you really didn't need to take a vote on that. I guess not. I got different vibes. Oh well. So you all are taken back to the race course, and dropped off. Horace seems to have business to take care of, and you all are here.
All right, I jump out. I'm like, where's the bikes? I run off to get them.
Yep. They are in a garage that one of the motorcyclists who's with you all would open. And you would see your pristine pre-war bicycles just very properly up and ready to go.
So it is a good point that Courtland does not have a bike.
I turn to
can't use a
Cornlaw
bike.
and say,
Margie can't
can you
use
ride a
hers,
bike?
So.
Oh, of
would
course I can
crush
ride a
it.
bike. You
Okay.
never really forget.
All right.
What color
I'm
was
gonna roll
Margie's bike?
insight.
Yeah, roll an insight check on that one.
What color was Margie's bike?
Did we talk about
I don't think we
color?
talked about colors.
That's your choice.
I want it to be pink because I think it's fun.
Nothing? You believe him. He seems confident enough.
I show
Okay.
a pink bike towards him. Margie's bike. We,
Well, that's a very
decided.
pleasant color.
It is. And I grab mine and I say, all right, everyone. I look at you, who's wearing power armor, and says, are you going to, like, stay here? No, you're going to come with us.
I'll probably just walk.
Okay.
Would I know if Margie could keep up in power armor? Does it help with speed at all?
Unless you guys were, they do have speed. If you guys were like booking it on the bikes, then probably
Jerry's
not.
physically
Normal
incapable of
traveling.
looking at
Yeah, normal
Pace.
bicycle
We're
travel,
probably just gonna,
absolutely.
like-
Yeah, it would be running for the actual suit of power
All
armor.
right.
This is going to
would
be the funniest bike gang. Like, boom, boom, boom.
We'll get
Yeah.
another bike someday. We'll get another
That's
bike.
correct. That's what.
I'm going to have a motorcycle
Yeah.
to Hold.
Dude, you need a
Big
tank.
motorcycle.
We should have invented Heelys for power armor, and then you just
Yes.
have a rope.
That's
tied
what
to
it's
the
gonna
back.
be. Is just
I love that idea.
We'll work on that after
Anyway.
Pip Tongue.
Pix points out. Okay,
Sounds fun.
Actually, it's not
who's
the
good
worst
at
idea.
navigation? Tabs. That sounds like something you would do, but also we're in an urban environment.
I also know the way to the weather station.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never been here.
I know
before.
where it is.
All right.
Well, why don't you lead the way then?
How well is
Okay.
he biking?
Hmm?
How well is he biking?
Yeah.
As he gets on
Very
the bike and
well.
Do I
It's
need to
actually
roll again?
cycling.
No, you learned how to ride a bike.
stuff. Would I
You're still a little.
would I suspect that this man bikes to work?
Roll an insight check. Partial successes. No action points generated. This is not a risk.
Gosh, dang it. Where did that go? One success.
Where did that go?
Uh-oh.
Does he bike to work?
Would you roll?
One success.
One. He's ridden a bike before.
Probably to work.
I
This
mean,
man
no
doesn't
one
seem
really
like he
has
has a
shifts
social
anymore.
life.
He's biking to work right now.
Yes.
So
Okay.
yes.
Well, we're all gonna go bike to work.
Yes, you're biking to work.
We're biking to work.
I'm running
Do
to
we
work.
need to roll for perception?
Was just gonna ask you all. Tabs, could you go ahead and roll one since I know the difficulty would
Yeah.
be decreased by one because of Corn Cob, who would take flight as you guys ride out on the bikes.
Oh, here we can put him in the
He's
in
gonna
his
go there.
perch. Yeah.
Okay.
We do in
Powers.
fact have a non-marketable plushie of Corn Cob.
Someday it'll be marketable,
Oh,
That's right.
yes.
Wait for perception.
along with Pip's sauce.
Is it perception?
Plus survival.
Perception? I want to say survival tag.
I have to add the one.
If
with
it's
the little
below,
dots.
it's below.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2
Do
successes.
that.
Because I
That would
had
be
tag skill.
awesome.
Two
I'll assign you,
successes, and the
2 less
difficulty
wiki
is
pages if you
decreased
do
by
that.
one.
So.
Okay. All right. So Corn Cob would fly back down to you. I don't know how
This
falcons,
thing
nonetheless
took forever.
two-headed ones, communicate, but I'm going to try. Darn it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Fallout Cold
These
Front.
are canon noises.
Mutation has done a lot.
Also,
to the
Corn
rock
Cob
species.
canonically
Yeah.
looks like this
Falcon.
now, so.
Do you want to be a GM? Well, you gotta be comfortable with making funny animal noises.
Yeah.
I feel like you made
Yeah, you
some
do.
funny Morty noises in our last campaign.
You also made so many sheep noises.
And
There were a few
cow
cows in there
occasion,
too.
It's true.
It's part of
It's
the
part of the
Horse
job
noises.
description.
Yeah, I did whales.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
You
you gotta.
yesterday. Did
Hey,
you
it's
also do
fun.
Horse noises.
But
We
anyways,
we took like a solid minute to just make
vibes-
horse noises back and forth at each other.
Hey. Hey.
the message you get from Corn Cob is that it is generally safe in the area.
I can't do things,
As
but the thing
Cortland
comes
would
up.
point out, okay, and here we are, and would point out a 2-story building. Looks like an office building, but kind of similar to the department store. It seems to be in strangely well condition, despite the apocalypse. And you would see a giant sign out front that just says Poseidon Energy Solutions, and then a much smaller sign that just says National Weather Service Station, Indianapolis. Okay. Oh, well, I didn't know this was a Poseidon place, but
What kind of energy
Does that
is
mean
that?
something?
oh, Poseidon is every energy. Yeah, we're the biggest energy company, well, ever.
So they would have had, like, hydroelectric and.
Oh, yep.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Nuclear, solar, anything you can think of. Probably the biggest company of all time before the war. They were massive. Well, this is us. And Cortland would get off of his bicycle and start walking towards the door. At about this time, what does the official? No, I know what the official ruling says. I just need to ask myself a question, and that is: do birds smell?
Yes.
You know what?
As well as
yeah,
bloodhounds, no.
Yes.
have
belongs
Hennig.
in quotes and
Oh, we
highlights.
got
Roll
the
another
dog.
perception check, please.
We got the dog.
Yeah, you have both a falcon and a dog.
Yeah,
I
dogs.
roll it? Do I
no.
roll it or does she roll it?
You roll it.
I roll it.
For Hennig.
Okay. So, what would that be? Mind?
Hennig's stats. Decrease the difficulty by 1. Keen sense of smell.
What was the breeds on Hennig?
So
think
one
he's a
one
Labrador.
success.
Oh,
Okay. That
the
sounds
sun's
familiar.
perfectly lined up with the mirror back there. It's just lasering my eye right now.
Oh,
Oh.
That's how the solar energy in Helios 1 works. Which I think is a real thing in real life.
It is.
And they complained about how many birds it was vaporizing. They were like, this is bad for the environment. People were like, how? It's solar. And they're like, well, when the bird goes through the point where it's like really concentrated,
Yeah.
they like vaporize.
Solar
It's like,
is actually not as
No,
good for
it's
the
okay.
I can just
environment.
move my head.
Is
I
it?
wrote a paper on it. There's a lot of waste when solar runs out of its batteries
It's
in
okay.
20 years.
I just
Go
need to not have my
nuclear.
head right
Go
here.
Go
I see.
I
nuclear.
wrote a capstone on sustainable
Okay,
energy.
so Hennig
All
gets,
right.
Hennig
Shameless
gets
plug.
one success.
1 success. All right. So you have no apprehension whatsoever.
And there's-
Things look safe.
And the difficulty's reduced by 1 if there is.
Correct.
Okay.
You're good. Please keep that in mind.
I love being safe. Let's go, guys. I because it's safe. I'm just gonna enter the building with what's his name.
No,
I'm gonna
Portland.
strip and off all my protective stuff because it's so safe.
When we get in there, what can we do to help?
Well, we need that dish up there up and running. He would point to the top of the building, and you all would see a very large parabolic radar dish. So I don't know how much damage has been done to it, but sorry, he's not Midwestern. We just want to make sure it's up and running again, and hopefully all the terminals in there are up and running, so
That's
I
right,
can
I do
actually
want
take a
to
look at
voice.
their radar.
Well, that should be easy enough to fix if not.
Should
or at least
be.
diagnose.
Yeah. It's only lunchtime right now, so we should have plenty of time to get this up and running. This is very exciting. I don't think I've ever had the ability to work with this kind of equipment before.
Well, you know how to operate it.
In theory.
All right.
We've got the rest of the day to figure out the applied theory. Okay. Pix, you said you were opening the door?
Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna be up near the front with Pix because I'm a giant tank right now. And large shield.
Okay.
Would there be a laboratory or anything in this building?
Are you asking Cortland that?
Yeah.
Possibly. Maybe not with the National Weather Service, but definitely with Poseidon. Oh, and the sign also says on Poseidon, "Begin your odyssey with us." That's their motto.
So
With
you
all the
would
Greek
understand
stuff.
I know. There's so much.
that. To be fair,
Somebody read Percy.
the United
Yeah.
States has a lot of Greek and Roman influence, so that's not unprecedented.
That's the deal with Polis.
Is there like a floor plan or like a sign with like, oh, directions to this place up the stairs or whatever?
You are here.
Yeah.
Like a
When you
directory.
all enter
Workhouse.
the atrium, you would see pretty much a small, welcoming office. I guess it would be with 2 desks in it. Both have American flags sticking out of like mugs in it. Both have terminals at them. And one just has a very small sign next to it that just says National Weather Service. The other has nothing labeling it like the Weather Service sign. But adjacent to the other desk would be a large steel sealed door that just says Poseidon Energy on it. There's also another door directly across from you all as you enter that just says Maintenance Access Only. As you all shuffle in, everyone roll a perception check, please.
It's just straight perception.
Survival. 2.
Yeah.
2. 2.
Gag.
2.
One.
This would not be an animal. Applied 1.
I got a success and a complication.
Okay. Those of you with 1 You don't hear anything. Those of you with 2 would hear the distinct sound of ticking as soon as you all entered the room.
Can I figure out?
In practically a millisecond after you all actually are all gathered in here, that you would hear that. You would then hear as something else jets out at you all. As a series of gases are deployed from the floor.
Your time
I would
has
like
come.
everybody but Margie
No.
to roll an endurance survival check, please.
Every time something
Every
like
coach.
this happens, I'm like,
I'm like glad at least one of us.
I'm just like,
Suddenly I'm
y'all
like,
are
you
like,
know what?
why do you never take off the mask? It's because you never know when someone's gonna gas you.
What?
My notebook that I worked on in the car.
3, 6,
You brought it in.
2.
Is there both?
Other room.
Is it survival you're using?
Yeah.
Or,
Better?
That's
yeah.
4 6.
Yeah.
I
4
will be right
successes, baby.
What is the DC for this check?
I can't tell you.
Aren't you?
That's okay.
That hurt myself.
Where's he going?
He's getting his book. He's getting his notebook that he writes all of his notes down in.
Well, I am completely dead or unconscious or whatever this does.
Hopefully not
I
dead.
suspect not dead.
I'm sure we'll be dead.
But don't worry, one of us is guaranteed to stay up, and I can carry y'all.
Yeah. She might
Spence.
stay
You
up. She got
Yeah.
4.
I got 4. 'cause I
You're gonna
got-
be fine.
Aren't we kind of supposed to know what the difficulty for our check is, so we can kind of factor in luck points and things like that?
You can't use luck before a check is made. You can use it after. Well, after you roll it.
Well, after you roll it, before you know.
All
the
right.
answer,
Okay. This
isn't
is a
it?
hazardous one. I should probably tell you what it is.
So there would also be an increased range of. Would there also be an increased range of complications?
Yes. Complication range goes down to 17 for this one. Sorry, 18. My bad. I didn't do the math right in my
Yeah,
head.
that's another thing you might want to use some luck points on.
Difficulty will be 3 with partial successes. His entire room is just inundated with gas very quickly.
Jerry weighs like 90 pounds, so.
Soaking wet.
Do we get any benefit from hearing it coming?
At the doctor's office, he puts clothes
No,
on for
because
this.
the timer thing was, the timer was about 2 seconds. So it wasn't like, haha, I've set a timer for 1 minute. It is literally as soon as the
One
door is
off from
pulled,
getting a second success.
the timer hits. So you pretty much just hear click and then.
That sucks.
I probably shouldn't have described it as a timer then. It's more of just a click since you didn't hear 2 seconds.
1.
I cheated. It is a timer. It's a little hard to just discern that with 1 tick. 1 success, 2 success,
2. Is there
Two.
anything?
She got 4.
I got 4.
4.
Because I
Killing
got
it.
2 below my tag skill, so survival's tagged.
I don't remember. Is there anything we can do to make successes critical successes? Or
No.
just
No.
decide?
Luck
Nope,
points
that's
allow
just
you to
dishonor.
I
re-roll
miss you decide.
if you want to
Okay.
try for a critical success.
Mm.
Did you roll 2 2s?
Mhm.
That sucks.
Okay.
Well, not really because of how the dice.
Who got a
it's
1?
Not actually close to 1.
Yeah,
Just
but
1
it's like,
success?
Yeah.
you know,
What'd you get?
Nothing.
Oh, you got.
Nothing? Okay.
Jerry's gonna evaporate.
Anyone with 0 or 1 successes immediately falls unconscious. Don't worry, this isn't. I know being unconscious is kind of the worst thing to happen, but I don't believe this will take too long.
Just a court lot.
Great question.
Yeah.
Whoa.
How's our weatherman doing?
This is he collapses. Those of you with 2 successes, you would immediately feel the effects start to kick in and will kick in. What did you roll, Frankie?
2
2?
successes.
Time to decide whether gases affect ghouls the same way
If
as
it's
chems
if
do.
it's poison, it would still affect him. There's no resistance for poison.
Because there is a resistance to poison for robots, right? Or immunity.
There is.
But,
But
if
not
it is
for ghouls.
if it's a chemical gas, that's up to you.
I will say this would require a little bit more, I think. Because it is designed to alter the mind and not just kill someone.
It's like chloroform on redheads. not sure if that's a thing, but it might be a thing.
Yeah. So those of you that got 2, this is the partial successes, other than you, Frankie. Essentially, you have 1 turn to act before you will collapse. Nothing will happen in that turn, so I guess it's kind of pointless. But you're good, Tabs is good, and of course Margie is good.
I got 2.
I'm so
So
protected.
that's me.
You're down in 1 turn.
Okay. All right.
Right, you are not a ghoul.
Yes.
So anyone with 2 has 1 turn of... You're just not going down immediately.
Okay.
What are you all doing?
The door is closed, correct?
To outside?
Yes.
Or...
To outside.
It's still open, as a matter of fact.
I'm gonna leave.
Okay, yeah.
Is the gas like constant, or is it just kind of like 1 puff?
It was 1 puff. Yeah, it was one.
Who's like collapsed?
Courtlant, Julian, Jerry.
Okay.
Roll for the pets, please.
Hennig already passed out.
What am I rolling? Perception and survival for the or no endurance. And
Endurance
bodily.
survival for the pets.
That's not bad.
Everyone goes,
One success.
All of us fall down.
One success. So
1 success, out. Yeah, Hennig, Hennig's down, Corn Cob.
Yeah.
Corn and Cobb.
Both of them.
They have separate
roll
checks.
yeah,
One's like,
one's like the other's like
Minor. Okay. That's if they get partial.
They're conjoined twins.
But yes, you leave the building, and as soon as you get out, and out of sight of the interior room, so I think that was a good idea to spend with your 1 turn, you would collapse against the side of the building as your vision fades. For the rest of you all, what are you doing?
all right.
I'm gonna look
Tabs
around.
is gonna
to see if
scoop
there's
up
anyone
corn
here.
cob first off.
Yeah.
Your
I'm
baby
gonna
bird.
like walk over to. Who do I think is gonna be? See, the problem is that I don't know that you're gonna like get up easily.
Frankie's checking the pulse of the doctor to make sure he
Yeah.
didn't die.
Okay, so if you're going for the doctor, I'll go to Julian,
Okay, I'll go to Courtland, I guess.
and I'm.
or
I'm
actually,
like,
no. I'll go for the dog.
I'm moving
and
over to
the
Julian.
bird.
Yeah, I'm moving
Okay,
over to
I'll go for
that will
Julian.
be 2 things, but...
Even if it's like
Jerry,
Oh, well, Corn Cob's small.
corn cob's small.
Jerry would be
I'll say it's a
easier
minor
than
action.
Julian to carry.
I don't care. I have a strength of 11.
Is that a comment on my weight?
My carry strength
Heavy
is
coat.
so high.
Heavy coat.
It's a comment about mine.
You go to the doctor's office
Alright.
and they're like, it's a little high, and you're like, I'm wearing a heavy coat. And
Just
they're
for
like,
the sake of simplicity, not for combat, those of you that are conscious, please roll just a quick initiative check. We'll say agility plus... oh crap, what is it? Perception? Yeah, perception. No tag numbers.
I can never make out what that says.
2.
I know. This one's actually the worst.
So yeah, 2 successes.
What? Compare numbers.
It's so pretty, but they really
7
ought to
and
have painted the
5?
numbers.
All right,
I
so
rolled
total
one.
is
Yes.
12,
3 and 8.
3 and 8, 11.
I mean,
so
all
you're
they did was
first.
not frost the numbers.
It's
Okay.
so
Makes it impossible.
pretty, though.
So, Frankie, what are you doing?
Frankie will just grab the dock and kind of like probably has to drop his instruments, drag the dock out of the front of the. Wait, are there stairs within sight?
No,
No. Okay. He probably
you can just
drag.
go outside, or there's 2 doors. One is definitely locked, and the other is the maintenance access area.
Is the gas dissipating?
It is, especially considering the door is open.
Okay. Do we just want to prop them up again? He's covering his mouth with his hat. Do we want to put them up over on the far wall there?
Do I?
Wait, which door did Pix go out?
Was I able to see?
Front door.
Was I able to look around yet to see if there's anyone around that might be
Hostile?
in waiting, ambushing us?
Right now, it doesn't look like anyone is in the room.
We should probably, if they're stable, get them somewhere.
Tabs is like has her shirt like the buff over her face.
We've lost all our brain power.
We're like,
All right, inside or outside?
At about this time, because that talking did take a little bit, the maintenance access door would open. Don't worry, I won't give if this person is going to attack you, I'm not going to give them a surprise round because you guys are clearly aware that something hostile action has taken place.
And I'm in between the inside of the room. So I'm like, I would have wanted to be opposite the main door from Julian. So like, Julian is on the main open door side that we came
So
inside
standing between
of me.
everyone and the inside of the building?
Well,
Or between her and the inside of the building?
yes.
So
Nice.
So I'm not
Thanks.
sure where the maintenance door is, but I'm like
You
the
open the
attempt
front door,
was.
maintenance door is right there. Poseidon door is directly to your right.
So the maintenance door is dead ahead.
Correct.
Okay. So then I would be between Julian and this person.
Yes.
Cool.
Thanks for that.
I'm trying.
You are wearing power armor.
I'm like,
Yeah.
if someone gassed us all, they're
How
going to
big
try
is
to do
Hennig?
something to us. So I was like,
Like big
I
dog,
want
little dog,
to
medium
be
dog.
Is Labrador crossed with
in between. I want to be a wall.
Okay.
Okay.
So this
I thought
maintenance
he was like Henry
access
size.
door would open, and you would see an individual armed with a unique-looking rifle, slightly blue uniform of the Union, and a gas mask with a flat cap on the top of it. Oh, I wasn't expecting power armor. Are you here to kill me?
We're not here to cause any trouble, friend. We just wanted to use the dish on top. I'd let the scientist do the talking, but he's currently face down. Are
Roll a speech check, difficulty of 2.
You go.
Speech plus charisma.
Rhythm, Frankie.
Oh, we're risen. We're risen. That's
He is rising.
He is rising indeed.
2 successes. This guy puts down the rifle. Well, sorry about that. I haven't been having a good day, and I thought I was cornered. He would reach into his one of the pockets on his. It's almost. His item is military uniform, but it's blue, dark blue, almost a little bit of denim. But he would reach into a pocket and pull out just a vial of smelling salts. You can wake up your companions with this a lot quicker than water and a lot less unpleasant.
Frankie's gonna put it under the doc's nostrils.
You're awake. You're conscious.
Good morning.
You okay, Doc? You're currently being held by Frankie.
I'm fine.
I need a reenactment of this. Like,
The edge of the screen has like pink fog and hearts.
He pushes Frankie away, flops on the floor like a fish.
Hennig's on the ground.
So
Tabs
boy.
is like trying to
Frankie
like
will start
shake.
getting the rest of them.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then-
yeah.
And
Yep,
then
you're all
outside to look for
conscious.
picks.
Okay.
there you go. Yep, including the animals are
Yeah.
conscious.
Who's this guy?
Do you all mind closing
just
the
showed
doors,
up.
please? There are bandits around.
Where's Pix?
Can I
Can we drag
um,
her back in or wake her back up?
Oh yeah,
I get
I
dragged back in.
sure.
I get
That's,
woken.
yeah, Frankie would.
you're back here. Yeah,
Can
I
I
get woken
insight
up.
She's just
dragged back in.
outside.
Can I check if I think this guy is being on our side about this, or if he's still like suspicious towards us or
yeah.
antagonistic?
Roll an insight check. He's wearing a gas mask, so his charisma check is decreased by 1.
Gas masks.
It's an even match.
Tap.
2 successes.
He got 2, but he's wearing a gas mask, so you're good. He seems
I didn't roll a charisma check.
Oh.
Oh,
perception
yeah.
plus speech.
Otherwise, that would not have been 2 successes.
You can definitely buy his story. He looks actually slightly wounded. There's a bullet wound in his side. And it seems like he was just laying a trap for the people that were chasing him.
How bad does his bullet wound look?
I'm
Can I
not going to
for
make you
that?
roll a check for that because you might roll a check just to heal. Might. Well, I don't know.
I just want to see how bad it is. Is he still bleeding?
He's not bleeding anymore. He's applied a bandage around it. But that's all he's done.
I'm going to ask this again. Who are you?
My name is Conductor Wenton.
Of the trains?
Well, of the Union, of course. We base our titles off of, well, old trade terms. It's a little odd, but it gets the point across.
What are you doing this far removed from the rails?
Well, truth be told, here for a similar thing as you. I'm just here for maps. I was scouting with the rest of my group, trying to make our way here, and, well, we were ambushed by raiders.
I want to roll an insight.
Okay, go for it.
I don't trust this guy.
I might like to do the same just because I find it sus that like just a regular Union conductor would have like chemicals like this on him.
What did he say his name was?
Wenton.
Can you spell that for me for the wiki?
He went on.
Yeah.
He went on to trains.
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be nothing from me.
Doubles.
Jerry.
2? What did we say the deception rule was for gas masks?
You get some benefit.
I think you do, because
I think
it's
it's
really
an
hard
increase-
to tell tells.
I think it's a slight increase in difficulty. Or something.
Not that he needs to use deception right now.
Not that he does need to use deception right now.
He's an honest man.
The bullet wound, as well as your all's history with encountering raiders, definitely seems like he's telling the truth.
Is he with the Union?
By the looks of him, yes. It is definitely specialized equipment, though.
Special train marine mercenary man.
So you said you were
Okay.
here for maps. What maps are those?
Take a guess.
That's not an answer.
Really?
Oh, it is an answer. Train maps. Okay, there we go.
There it is.
Why would a weather station have train maps?
Well, cartographers and weather stations just go quite well together.
Where's the rest of your crew?
true. What's that?
Where's the rest of your crew?
In the basement right now.
How many of them?
3. They're dead.
Who did this?
Local raiders. They're a particularly troublesome gang that has robbed and stolen important cargo.
Like what?
Weapons, humanitarian supplies. They try to be honorable, but they still kill. And they killed today.
I can see that you were hurt a little bit earlier. If you have any spare chems or anything that you could spare for our use, then I might be able to take a look at that. I am a doctor.
Well, unfortunately, I don't carry any chems with me. But I appreciate the offer.
Do you have any other traps set?
Just that and my gyrojet. He says as he lifts the rifle.
Well, we're not intending you any harm. And as long as you don't intend us any harm, we might just get back to our business.
Oh. Fair enough.
We probably don't really want to get ambushed by anyone, so you're probably going to be a little safer if you're just in one room and we're in the other. And, you know, if a raider comes, we yell and then we all fight them. So
Roll a perception check. You, and you. Actually, anyone who wants to.
Perception and speech or survival?
Nope.
Survive.
That's a 1.
Oh, that's also a 1.
So I got if it's a 1 and tag, does that also count, or is it like I have to pick one or the
Well,
other?
that would be 2.
Yeah,
Three?
2.
Do pets,
Critical.
do pets assist on
And
this?
that's,
Pets can
is that
assist.
Also
under
2.
your,
Yes,
So
under
it's
survival.
one.
Yeah.
Kind
So
of
4.
counted as a 2.
Okay.
4.
All right, everybody. Everybody would hear.
What, is that a door or a
No,
bird?
it's your bird.
Closer to bird.
Oh, not your
You
bird.
would definitely be able to be like, that's a bird.
Is it corn cob? Or
It is not corn cob. It
Okay.
is something from outside.
A different bird.
As all of
Corn
you would
cobs.
hear
long lost cousin cob corn?
the heavy fluttering of wings.
Do we see the fluttering
Guns.
wings?
Well, this room has no windows on it. So, no. You close the door behind you, so you hear nothing. Oh, no.
That doesn't
They
happen to
smell
be the
the
people
bodies.
I see.
The what? Who smells what?
Oh no! I ran to the door and grab it. Is there a way to lock it?
Not on the front door. Well, yeah. You can lock it, as a matter of fact.
Right. It's crows.
Who?
Crows.
Like the bird?
Yes, smart crows. They can put pebbles and drink water from pitchers.
You all would hear.
Can they pick locks?
Yes,
Is there are the handles like the ones that you like? Are they the these-shaped ones that stick out?
I don't
the
know.
door? Can he stick his cane in behind the door handles and?
I think it's a bit too late for
Okay.
that.
Cool. If I'm here, can
The
I?
lock has been picked.
Oh, can I like try and stop with my?
Yeah,
feeble
with your
limb?
bare strength.
Yes.
The,
Use a
um,
strength athletics check.
Can
The
I-
second I heard someone trying from the door, I would like to ask Pip to check the consoles and see if there's any natural defenses in the console or in the.
There's no power.
Yeah. I think my hope is to hold it
Awkward.
until there's one.
playing
Should
no
I use the
power.
cap for this, guys? What do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. We don't want to. I
Leave
don't.
it that way.
I,
mean,
do
that's
feel
singular
like we're
round.
probably going to end up fighting them anyways.
Yeah, I don't
We're
think
fighting
we'll be able to do it, but let's try this.
I
Okay,
don't
here we go.
Frankie ready his pistol.
Well, neither do
I
I.
have one success.
Yes,
I
there
wanna
will
be
not
in
be a
between the
surprise
threat
round if
and the
combat does
people.
happen. You're going to roll initiative.
There's threats on either side.
Do we want to use the initiative that we rolled for?
Well, not
Yes.
everyone. We'll use it for you guys, but we'll ask it for the rest. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
One.
Yeah. So all of you would be just completely surprised as it appears as though there were more than one of these creatures trying to knock down this door. All of them overwhelm Pix and swarm into this room.
Is it a dinosaur?
A what?
Dinosaur.
Oh, okay. I'm like, who is Dinas and why does he have an hour?
Oh, I heard Adina sour.
It's a
I
Dinas.
Dino sour. It's like
Adidas. It's
a
Dean
cocktail.
Martin,
Yeah,
but it's like a
his-
sour cocktail.
Yeah.
I mean, he's from Ohio.
I need to pitch that to Dino's.
Okay. You all would see before you as 4 massive people-sized creatures with wings, talons,
People?
and beak
Crow men.
Size.
of
What?
almost a turkey vulture.
Oh,
But the remaining features, their torso, their actual legs, not the talon, and their arms, resembling that of some kind of varmint. And as you all would look at their heads, you would see a pretty distinguishable black mask going over their eyes.
So they're raccoon vultures?
Sometimes I just forget we're playing a fantasy game.
Hey, be
Times
glad it's not
this
Death
happens.
This is making me think of like in Avatar: The Last Airbender, where every animal's like a mix of like 2 other animals.
I mean, yeah.
That's Fallout.
Time
Yeah.
to roll
I'm gonna get
initiative?
my gun out.
Initiative for anyone who has not rolled initiative.
Okay.
Remind me of what we roll it.
Agility plus perception.
Mine was
That's
12.
pretty good.
Gonna re-roll because that was a complication.
Ooh.
Isn't there like just an actual initiative score?
I mean,
What?
yeah, that's
Two
that's
successes.
Are we just choosing not to
perception
use
and
it?
agility.
Complications.
All right,
Oh,
2
different
successes.
But it's not.
Technically, it would just be a flat perception and agility, like whatever the number is highest. But we're using that same number as the
Fair enough, as the
requirement
target
for-
number.
Yeah.
There we go.
That is a 1 for me.
Okay, so including this check and the before check, did anyone get a 3?
They rolled
The
a
initiative.
3.
2.
Okay, I got 2.
All right, compare numbers, people. Who's the highest?
12.
4 and a 6.
15.
4 and 6. 10. You were 11.
11.
You
12.
were 12. Anyone under a 10?
I got 15.
15?
Wow.
Okay, so who's 10? You're? Okay. So first will be Pix. Next will be Frankie.
Bada bing, bada boom. Maybe they like jazz.
She starts playing Careless Whisper.
I'll play
like-
soothing
okay.
jazz
Who had
to
12?
these guys.
At
Me.
Tabs. Then we have. Okay. Jerry.
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 These things just fly through the windows. Jerry.
Margie, what did you get?
I got 2 successes.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
The whole world's out to kill Jerry.
Yeah.
And it's winning.
One
I
of
mean,
the raccoon
yeah,
vultures like
he's
takes
like,
off its actually
Oh
brown
no!
mask.
The gases.
Takes his
Ah,
forward.
the smelling
No,
salts.
we-
Yeah, the bandits. He's not having a good moment right here.
He never has good moments.
Somebody
My
did this man
brother.
on vacation.
You've been replaced, bud. Here's some drugs. Ha, weird. Bye.
It's like,
Replaced by
Lolo,
Minus.
bye.
Replaced by Minus.
What?
Minus probably has a better strength score than you do, though.
Probably has a better everything score.
Minus is a crackhead.
All right, Pix, what are you doing? There are 4
Um,
of these things. Most of them are at the front door, but it seems like one of them has gotten past and is going for. Who's the weakest?
Clearly,
Jerry.
this tiny man.
They're going for you.
Yeah, so
Do I have time to pull out my weapon at all?
Yes.
Do we have any action points?
Nope.
No.
Never mind.
Pix, what are you doing?
use that, unfortunately.
I can spend an action point to boost my defense. on
Yeah,
my
so I'm
gun.
gonna just
You
gonna
might.
shoot. I'm gonna shoot the one that's going at Jerry.
All right.
Gonna say it's like a anyway, so that would be
Since you're not going first, you
agility
might get some
plus
from other people's turns.
Difficulty is 2. You're at optimum range, but this thing is flying and not
going
walking.
fast.
It's going
Also, I
quite
like
fast.
did like a weird flip thing and like because I got knocked and I do like a little flip.
Yeah, a little somersault. Yep.
Like do like a back roll thing and come up.
Action combat roll.
Yeah,
She
so
literally
that
does a whole
is
cartwheel.
that's just one success actually. So
One
like a
success.
Dark Souls
That will miss.
roll in real life.
Okay.
What is
Next
that?
will be.
It's where you go from standing. You do like a roll and then stand back up in one motion.
My back
Okay.
could never.
Frankie, what are you doing?
It's very fun.
Probably can't run through the door. Frankie will take the aim action.
That's a minor action.
You can take it before the major action.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's
Which-
gonna aim at the one walking through the front door.
Okay.
Towards the dock
Yep.
and shoot.
Okay. Complication range down to 18 because it's close quarters and.
I have the close quarters pistol.
Right. But I'm still increasing the complication range because
Okay.
it's just a risky action because the dock is right behind the Volcoon.
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 So if you miss the Volcoon, you might hit Jerry. I'll say it's an 18
Are
instead
these
of.
a Fallout creature or a you creature?
Oh, I'm just making it.
Nice.
Every region has its own things, and I was just
They're-
like turkey vultures
cool.
and raccoons.
The
It's
two
just
Honestly, I would
trash-eating
love
scavengers
them.
of the world.
Yeah.
Because I like raccoons and I like vultures, so
I know.
I think I'd like them in real life. I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Can you be my pet?" And then it would kill me.
Is aim a reroll or is it a third die?
It's a reroll.
Reroll. Okay. Reroll point on that one.
No,
wait, I am.
Jerry just gets
I
hit
am.
also.
Yeah.
Okay, well it's
Not good still.
Difficulty at
still.
2.
I was gonna say 2 successes, but it's a 17, not an 18.
All right, that's gonna hit.
Better.
Roll damage. Do you want me to roll the location?
No, because Frankie's aiming for the torso.
He has that perk.
I have
is it
the center mass torso.
Oh yeah. All right.
I can aim at the torso or whatever is torso adjacent.
for free. This thing would have a torso
For
though.
It seems like
A
it
cherry
does.
red Ferrari.
A giant spider would not have a torso. You'd probably pick
Roll
abdomen.
damage.
To get 4 dice out.
My earliest memory of seeing any Fallout game in play is seeing a Deathclaw and seeing the VATS being used to target the torso with the flamer, and that was the first time I ever saw the word torso.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
That looks like. a
I didn't know
critical
that that
hit.
was Fallout, and I didn't see it again until like very recently and figure out that that was Fallout.
That
But
it is.
actually, like 10 years ago or something,
Man,
I
okay.
saw Fallout probably 3
Okay.
or something.
Yeah, most likely.
Weird.
What'd you get?
Weird.
7 with piercing 1.
Okay. Okay.
You're out for
Is that a crit?
blood.
That is in fact a crit.
Bleed. Bleed damage. Kill
Yeah,
damage.
you shoot this thing.
It's like
just-
only I can insult the doctor.
How many
shoot this
damage
thing
shots you have?
right in its torso. And Jerry, there might be a little bit of Volcoon blood on you now, but that's better than Frankie's bullet in you. as he aimed quite accurately.
Or Volcoon on me.
This thing is going
It's not
straight for you. In fact, he would have hit you. Except, time to see. Oh, he will hit you.
Him
Took
or me?
1 point of damage. You.
Oh.
So he's going to try to attack you. Did we say melee attacks are contested in this game? I can't remember.
I don't know. I
It would
was.
be.
Oh,
I think
no,
we
'cause of
didn't.
defense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
defense.
But you have the parry thing with your sword.
Yeah, but we don't have any action points for that.
Oh.
Go. Gotta roll some
Okay.
action points.
What's your defense?
1.
Okay.
Even with your ballistic weave and stuff.
You
Oh,
squish.
no, that's different.
All right.
It gives him
that
damage
is
resistance.
1 success. So he's gonna roll damage on you. But he rolled a complication too, which I will resolve after I roll
He does
the thing.
need. He does need to roll 4 damage on me, or because I have 4 damage resistance for physical.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Was that from the ballistic weave?
And Twister outfit.
Oh, nice.
Okay. That is 3 damage with ignoring 2 pieces of armor. Physical. armor.
So
was
1
2.
damage total. I think.
Yeah. There you go.
What
1
part of
point
the
of
body?
damage.
What part of the body?
Great question.
Better not be the head.
Left arm.
Okay.
Not that it matters. Yeah, why do we even need to ask?
That
Oh,
hardly
well,
has
because if
any
it's
meat
the
on it.
head, I don't have any armor.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
To be fair, if a big Volcoon bite.
Yeah. All right, and then
I'm actually so armored on my head.
it rolled a complication. In moving, perhaps it moved in a way that opened its wound even more. And after it strikes you, it just collapses to the ground. It's dead.
Yeah. I killed him.
Just like,
All right, 1 down.
Sure.
Next would be tabs.
All right. Is it too close for me to use my rifle on them? 'Cause
You
I'm-
can, but at increased difficulty and increased complication range.
Okay.
Complication range will be 18. Difficulty will be 3 to hit one.
Could she use a minor action to get
Oh,
one
wait.
further away?
What is the range of your rifle presently?
Medium.
Medium.
Medium. Okay, yeah.
So I-
Difficulty is 3.
Could she take a minor action to step further back though?
Not in this room.
Yeah, we are in a pretty small room.
Hate that.
Did he?
I'm not sure
Did
there's
he
anything I
come through
can
that
do.
door?
Try
Is
to
the
shoot.
door open?
Yep.
You could get.
Should
You could run past the rest of them possibly.
Oh,
Use a
okay.
sheet.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
they're
meant,
blocking
oh,
the door.
Oh, I was meaning the
Oh, the
guy.
maintenance door.
The maintenance door.
I'm just gonna take.
Yes, but that
But it
leads
might-
to a
Not
gonna
stairwell.
try
It
Yeah.
still wouldn't be
Jules
medium
has dealt with
range.
enough power
That
armor
makes
that I
sense.
feel like she wouldn't know to do that.
I'm gonna try because I don't.
All
really
right.
have, I don't have like melee weapons.
Take
or
your
anything.
shots.
Still not effective in combat. Just a shield.
17 and 18. That's not good.
That is a
Is
complication.
that a complication?
Yeah.
Who's getting hit?
Hit core
Do- 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Portland.
6 for Courtmont, 7 for Wenton, and 8 for Hennig.
No.
You better not.
1, 2, 3. Frankie. Full damage.
I hit
Roll-
Frankie.
You hit
That's
Frankie.
all right.
I'm so sorry.
Frankie's a
Frankie.
tough cracker.
What am I rolling
Tough
for
cracker.
damage?
He's fine. He's fine. He's a tough cookie.
7.
Please.
7
Tough
dice.
cracker.
7 damage
Tough
die
cracker.
with
7
piercing
damage
1, 2.
dice.
He's a tough biscuit.
Do you want me to roll the location?
You would have
Yeah,
said
sure.
cookie, but he isn't
Wait,
sweet.
what's it? Is that the
7
It's the
D6s.
Not
the
presently.
D6.
You're going
So
to hit
these
Frankie in the
guys-
left leg.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, Frankie.
that's all right.
Get him.
Two,
Better
three,
than torso.
four,
You're
five,
going to
six,
get
seven.
crippled.
Can I use this tracer?
7 die.
I can...
Ouch.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a nothing.
Oops. 5 head.
That's an effect.
I don't know what it means.
How many effects are there?
2,
2
right?
heads, 1 blast.
And
Is
that's
this
Wait.
not an
5
effect?
is an effect.
5's an
4,
effect.
3 and 4 is nothing.
Okay.
3 and 4 is nothing.
And how many damage is there?
Well, there's a 5 and a 6, and 2 effects, and 1 damage.
So that
So
means
5
4
damage?
effects and
Ignoring 4
what's that
pieces
white
of
die?
armor.
6.
That's all of my armor.
No.
So it's 5
6.
damage total, I think.
So yeah, 5 damage.
That's a critical hit.
You shot
You
Frankie
fall
in
prone to the
leg.
ground.
Well, but
Ah, my leg!
do you
Frankie, I'm
do
sorry!
you not have armor?
I have 3 armor.
Tabs.
But was
What's
that?
going on?
I
Oh, no.
like
The 5
buffed
piercing.
up my
That's
gun
too much.
stuff, and it's supposed to be used on raiders and creatures, not the general.
buddy.
Not Frankie.
Not
You
bad.
did have the shotgun. Remember that.
Okay.
Or
I
someone
feel
had
like
the
that
shotgun.
has a really good chance of having an interesting
Did I have a shotgun?
problem too.
Someone has a shotgun.
You do have a shotgun.
Oh, I do have a double barrel shotgun.
Yeah, you
Yep.
Was that better?
Yes. Absolutely.
We all yell.
Good for close.
What? Use the shotgun. The shotgun.
Tiny bit spilled out. I'm gonna get it right. Okay. Josh, you keep this.
do. Right in the thighs.
Sorry.
So, do you
Okay,
put your
next will be another Volcoon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
my-
probably not.
Who's
Wait.
gonna go straight for Frankie?
That's fair.
What does the crippled leg do?
I'm prone and probably have lowered movement.
Yes, you can only crawl, which means you have to use a major action to move.
Major action.
And melee attacks
I have advantage probably because I'm prone.
advantage. Yeah.
That's
it.
horrible.
What's your no? That's
My defense is 2.
that's a 3 successes.
Alright.
And then -1. Okay.
Should be good.
It's alright, I took down one of them.
See it.
And then we took
did
down
great.
Frankie.
We're defending the Volcoons.
That is 2 damage, ignoring 2 points of armor. Oh,
Gets 2.
Frankie.
yeah, Frankie.
2 points, 2 armor.
Yeah. Let me roll the hit location to see if it's head.
So that's 1 for you, right?
I'm armored on my head, so
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right leg. Not that it matters.
took 1 point of damage.
Okay.
That's not that bad.
Well,
How
how are you
close to
doing?
death are you?
60 or 30%.
Towards death or 30% of your health?
10 out of 16.
Oh,
You're fine.
I am not fine.
you're
yeah,
fine.
that's
fine.
a lot.
That's you still have about the
Jerry.
same amount as Jerry, so
What are you doing, Jerry?
He's
he's
squeezed.
pulling a sword out. He's going for the nearest one.
Okay,
With
nearest one is attacking Frankie presently. Roll
Okay.
to attack.
I feel like that's
Difficulty is
wildly
2.
suboptimal.
Man,
All right.
bromance. They're having so many opportunities.
All right. So Jerry and then
gotta
Hennig
shield
is
that man.
assisting.
I know.
And
Mechanics work in this game.
I'm gonna do it. Spend a luck point. 3 successes.
3 successes. Get 1 action point.
Way to go.
Roll
Alright.
damage and include Hennig in this.
Yep.
Ooh.
So that's 6 dice.
Take it down, skinny man.
So this first one is piercing. So that's 5 damage with 1 piercing, and then Hennig's is he has vicious.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's
Oh.
6 from Hennig. So that's 11 damage with 1 piercing.
Okay. Yeah. You just charge this one completely and just skewer it straight in the torso, in between the wings on the back. Must have gone right for the heart as this thing just absolutely collapses.
Jerry!
Get him back!
Jerry. That's the other Jerry.
Jerry.
Get him back!
Margie!
And then
How
can
do-
Jerry put himself between
No.
Frankie and the rest of the
You
wing
squishy
things?
little dying man.
Yes. Margie, what are you doing?
How do restraint
Yeah.
mechanics in this game
You
work?
got-
What's that?
How do restraint mechanics work in this game?
Oh boy. I don't
'Cause-
think there's stats on that. That's.
Probably not.
I don't think I've seen anything in combat. So I'd say it's a contest between strength plus athletics of you versus strength athletics of them.
I'm going to try to restrain. Is there only one left?
There are 2 left. There are 4
I'll
total.
restrain whichever one is nearest Frankie and Jerry. Yeah, I'll try to do that.
Okay.
At least.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll that strength check first. Remember that your strength is 11 while wearing power armor.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this.
Yep. The final 2 have not actually gone in the room yet, so they're all at the.
They're further away, is what I'm hearing.
They're not in the room. They're on the threshold. They're still in close range.
Okay.
That's right. Oh,
That's pretty good. That's 2 successes.
2.
if only you actually had athletics. Though. They
I know,
would
I
be
don't have
criticals,
athletics
probably.
at all.
It's a 11.
11. That's 2 successes.
I mean, it's
What are your
it's
numbers?
4s.
4s?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, this thing does not want to be restrained, but you are holding it as it is jostling around with. Are wings limbs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go with it.
Appendages.
With all 6 of its limbs.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done.
But you got it.
Good job, Margie.
Now, it is its turn.
Gosh dang it.
And it is going to attack you because it's all it can do.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm so beefy right now.
2 successes.
Yeah, that beats my.
Okay. Okay, that is 2 points of damage, ignoring 2 points of armor.
Okay, so I'll take 2 damage to what? Oh no, wait, I wouldn't take damage anyway.
Why not?
Because my power armor is like really high physical DR.
Unless it gets you in the leg or something.
What's that physical DR though? Because It'd have to
did
be-
you look it up?
I was planning
Oh,
to
it's
make a
torqued up.
sheet.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I was
That's one of the
planning to
good
make a
pieces.
sheet for all the different things, but then I forgot.
That's okay. That's all good. It hit the torso, so it does not matter. It just lashes out at where your most vital parts would be, but
Which
does
are
not
very
realize that
protected.
the most vital parts are being protected by a 3-inch sheet of titanium. So, yeah, nothing happens there. Next would be Jules.
Nice. I'm gonna shoot the one with Margie because I figure even if I miss, I'll just hit Margie.
That's exactly
Good
what I was
point.
intending.
Yeah, complication
So
range
thank you.
goes down to, I'll say 17, because they're so darn close. It's not like they're away
I do
from
not
each
care
other.
if you hit me.
They're hugging right now.
I don't
Oh.
care if you hit me. I have high.
That's true.
All I can do is what I can do.
It could also just be a misfire.
That's true. Could be.
Could you reroll that?
But it won't be.
I do rather like friendly fire as a mechanic. I should play Helldivers.
Our next one is just Helldivers, the RPG.
What did you just do?
Honestly.
It's a
I have a
complication.
success and a complication, and I'm trying to figure out whether I want to reroll it. I think I don't because I think we got this handled.
We have this pretty much handled. It's just if you want to do damage to the thing.
I would like to, but not enough that I'm willing to sacrifice the possible
Difficulty
uses
was
of
3.
luck later. Oh, seriously?
Because you're using your rifle, right?
Yeah, never mind. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
I
take
forgot
it
you
as
had a
a
rifle.
as a failure
Yep.
and a complication.
Okay. It is a misfire, so it expends 1 ammo, but nothing comes out. You really need to fix this. Okay.
Let's stop using our rifles indoors.
Listen,
She
some of
doesn't
us
have
don't
anything
have other
else.
weapons. I've got a
You can-
switchblade.
Well, I forgot I
Which is
shot
like,
it.
everyone
You
needs to
can-
buy a
You
machete.
can always bash with the butt of your weapon in the game. It's a lot less damage, but also a lot lower chance
It
of
just
What's
doesn't
your
feel
strength?
helpful.
She has a 4
Yeah.
strength.
5.
That
Yeah.
would not hit.
No, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Two
I was
of us
looking
have
at
a
endurance.
5 natural strength.
All right. Next would be Courtmont, who is gonna hide behind a desk.
Yeah, fair.
I'm
Good
not
for
for
him.
this. He's gonna
That
hide.
is the correct move for Squishy
He
Man
doesn't
Court
carry
Lot
a
Weather
single
Boy.
weapon.
not on him right now.
She man, court lot, weather boy.
His new
Maybe this is why he got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Clear.
All right. Next is another Volcoon who is going to try and corner you. Nah, they're consistent. They're going for Frankie again.
But
Well,
Jerry
Jerry's
is
standing
between
to-
them and
Jerry's
Frankie.
standing to protect him, so can
All right.
he intercept that attack?
Yes, you can. You can take that. What's your defense? Can you
2.
do that outside of your turn?
Yeah, it says whenever an enemy makes an attack against you, you can spend an action point to beef your defense by 1.
That is 2 successes.
Never mind. Okay.
Is your defense
You
1?
tried.
It's 2.
Ah, okay.
2 now.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack as well. As this thing was not expecting someone in the way, and rolled a natural 20. So, I'm
Does
essentially giving
Hennig
you-
assist with this like a normal, or is it just
I'll
me?
say no, because you're the
Okay.
one that's in the way. I'm sure
Okay.
Hennig is loyally by your side, though.
Nothing.
Okay. So it's going to hit you.
You're not a Michi.
Okay, remind me. So if an effect has piercing 1 on it, does it deal 1 damage and have piercing 1 on it?
So the way it works, it adds 1 piercing effect, so I can have like 4 or 5 piercing effects, so it ignores up to 4 or 5, however many levels of armor.
So I just rolled 2 damage and 1 effect.
So the effect counts as damage and an effect.
Does that sound right to you, Nathaniel?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's still 1 damage, but it adds piercing. So the whole attack would be 3 piercing, ignores 1 of Jerry's armor, so it'd be 3 damage against.
So 3 damage, 1 piercing.
Yeah.
So it's so ignore 1 armor, so it reduces my armor by 1 in the
Okay.
selected location.
Yep. So 1 point of damage. Right leg.
Right leg.
Not that that matters.
I have 3 physical, 4 physical damage resistance. So.
4.
Yeah.
Really? How'd you get that? Armor?
Well, the weave adds 3,
Uh-huh.
and then I have a drifter's outfit that I applied it to.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So nothing happens. So it goes for your leg, and you have just armored it quite well. And it does not get Frankie either.
This armor's doing a lot.
Next would be Wenton. Who would shout to you, Margie? How good's that armor?
Really good.
Good.
This is God.
Margie, you just got shot and didn't feel it. It's pretty good. Or just
Okay.
got scratched.
So it is going to hit.
I don't guess she got shot yet.
Yeah, it was a miss.
Yeah.
I almost shot you.
I wouldn't. My intent is for people to shoot straight at me while I have this thing super restrained.
Okay. Wow, not a single effect. Sad day. Okay. That's only going to be 4 points of blast damage. So you all would hear just a brief burst of air, and then whoosh as this. Actually, it's a much higher pitched whoosh. Whoosh as a small rocket comes out of this guy's gun, and directly hits the one behind you, Margie.
Behind me?
Yeah. Oh wait, in front of you. Sorry.
That I'm holding?
Yeah, the one that
Okay.
you're holding. Yep. And you would
Hold me
see this
closer,
little
tiny
tiny
dancer.
rocket with a little tiny explosion
Rocket Man.
hit this Vulcan.
So blast damage means it also damages everyone around it?
Correct. So that's you.
Okay.
Does that do anything?
What kind of energy, or like what is it?
Blast.
Physical.
Crap. What are grenades? Physical?
Physical?
Physical.
How much damage is it?
3 points.
To what? I don't think that does anything to anything.
No, I
think I'm higher than that.
Good. Right arm. That's your radar armor, but I think it has a DR of 3. So
Yeah.
you're good.
I think I'm fine.
All right. Next, back to the beginning. Will be picks. What are you doing?
All right.
There's 2 left.
All right, I'm gonna shoot.
Kill
So
him.
we haven't touched the guy who's not. Well, maybe he'll run away. I probably won't. But is the other one attacking anyone else?
Not right now. Well, yes, it went for,
It went for Jerry.
Jerry.
It
Yep.
just
All
didn't.
right, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Because the one I'm holding is not currently
Jerry,
doing
you got
anything.
it. I'm gonna shoot at him, or the one that's going at Jerry.
Relax.
Shoot at
Shoot
Jerry.
at
I got a Jerry.
got a
Shoot
Jerry.
Jerry.
She got a critical. And
I start petting it. It's mine now. I take the dog and
Actually,
trick
that's
immediately.
16, which means that would be.
Margie would befriend when
3
it's-
successes. Get 1 action
and
point.
immediately
Roll
attack
damage.
One action point. All right.
Want me to roll the hit location for you?
That's the Coca-Cola.
Also, something.
Oh,
I
that's
can-
2.
Oh, that's 2.
It could be the one I
Is it?
brought. I gotta look.
Right arm. Roll damage, please.
Okay, cool. Also something that I need
I like how we now have a
remembering, 'cause I've
Coca-Cola
been
cap
not remember.
inspector.
I'll try to remember. It's my responsibility. But help
Rachel,
when
maybe
she's
Coke.
doing melee or
It is.
range attacks.
It's
Not
yours.
Coke
She
one.
gets a complication on a
It's my Coke one.
Also, it's from a
20
Mexican
and
Coke.
a
Stuff's good.
19. It's just when she's fighting, but that allows her to have one more dice when she's fighting. She's heavy-handed is the effect.
Wait.
What gender is the creature?
No.
She's heavy-handed, so that means like
It's like,
the dice.
Oh, the complication range is extended?
Yes, complication resistance,
Okay.
but she gets 1 extra dice when she hits, basically.
Oh, okay.
So that's heavy-handed.
Even
So,
with range attacks?
I mean, it says ranged and melee. Or melee.
Heavy-handed. I mean, all right.
So there's that. I think there's some. Let's see. Was there something else? Reroll damage location, and per rank. I think his gunslinger adds another one.
Okay.
Okay, so
What are you rolling?
It's 8.
8
Where-
damage
where are
die. I'll give you
Got
4.
4.
I need these back.
As do I.
Yes.
Oh.
That don't count.
Roll all.
I would roll those in the
twos.
tray. That's a lot of dice.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
All right, count them up.
That
It's at
is
least 1, 2.
3 effects, 3 hurting. She has vicious.
Oh, so that'd be 9 damage?
9 total damage. Okay. Great shot. Could I have 4 of those die back?
Yes.
So you shoot the one
What was his location?
right arm.
Oh, dang.
So it's not holding anything. So it's not going to drop anything.
I'll just let it. I
That
don't
is a
quite
critical
understand my
hit.
ability, so I'll wait till I understand it.
Okay.
If that had been in the head, it couldn't have done anything next turn. Which
I
was
come
Is it
up
9
and I'm
points
like,
of damage?
yes.
It's gonna be dead soon.
I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
guys, like this. Through the arm.
Okay.
There, you use the sights and stuff.
Tabs.
All right. Frank!
Catch
Shotgun.
I forgot. I don't even know what the difference between a shotgun and a rifle is.
What, in real life?
Yes.
Okay, so one of them has a bunch of tiny things that have a spray and is used at short range.
Oh.
One of them
Margie,
has
not the
one
time.
larger
Use
thing-
that one.
Man, it's,
One of them has one larger thing that goes better at long range.
All right.
I shot a gun once and it was the most terrifying experience, so that's why I don't know anything.
I was in Ford
I would
shooter
recommend
sports
the
for
shotgun.
They scare me. Okay, what am I rolling? I'm using the shotgun.
8 years?
Double barrel shotgun.
Yeah, agility and small guns.
Yeah, 8 years.
Agility and small guns. Oh, is that a 1?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
dang.
3.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Here you go.
Which one you shooting? The one restrained by Margie, or the one that Pix already shot?
Which one's like more dead?
The ones that Pix already shot.
I'll go for that one.
Okay.
It's gonna be dead.
Wait, how am I carrying 2 guns?
Because she's a
I'll
country
allow you to
gal.
carry 2.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Country gals can carry as many guns
Yeah,
as they
she's like,
want.
oh dang nabbit, I forgot I had a
Roll
shotgun. I'm
damage,
sorry,
please.
Frankie.
Oh wait, roll the hit first.
She
wait.
did roll
Oh,
hit. She got a 3.
Okay, that's 1 action point. Roll damage, please.
How much damage do you do with your shotgun? Do you have it on your sheet?
I just have.
That one
barrel
probably has an
shotgun.
interesting effect too.
Anybody got the
Oh, it
shotgun?
does
I didn't
fit well.
even write those down.
Is it on your front? Is it
does.
on the
Is that
buttons?
a blast?
No, because I like.
It's a
forgot I
spread.
had it.
Okay.
A spread.
Um,
okay.
Yeah,
It does not do black.
Anybody got the shotgun?
pellets.
Hi.
With stats?
Nathaniel, can you
That
look
would
up shotgun?
be-
Oh, it's going right in the spreadsheet.
Bless you. Here's 4.
That's
I
alien.
assume it'll be more than that.
What's that?
That's alien tech. Exploding shotgun shells.
Well, I mean,
Memphis.
exploding rifle bullet was just used in this combat, so. Little rocket bullet. Mini rockets.
I feel like I have seen things that are intended to fragment inside people.
I have
True.
to say, whenever they do in a show, the little like thing that lifts up and
Five.
then like
5
rockets just
damage dice.
randomly come out and they just fly and hit things.
Oh.
I'm
So
always
it's
like,
Oh.
yay!
One of
Like
those
I don't know.
It's
normally
like
six.
fire-
Just
Fireworks.
Yay!
It's kind of
It's
exciting.
that
Exactly.
thing that goes
But it
everywhere
has
and then
vicious
hits it
and spread.
somehow.
Congratulations,
Vicious
you like
and spread.
mecha.
Vicious and
Yes.
spread.
Every
I-
effect that you
it's great.
roll
I love it
counts
too.
as
Yeah,
2
it
damage
was,
instead of 1.
Yes, 13 Sentinels. It's just
Vicious
like
is good.
It's
It's a great effect. I love it. What does spread do?
And then you just re-roll one of those
Just
afterwards.
roll
Okay.
and then re-roll.
Terrible.
You deal damage to 2 body parts. It's great.
So that's 3 in an effect, and then re-roll 1. So you can have the extra die. And another effect.
And another effect? Are we counting that one?
I mean, if you want to. Do you?
Sure.
3 in
Yeah.
effect.
No. 3 and 2
so
effects.
3 and 2
effects.
7 damage.
3
Yeah.
and 2 effects?
7 damage.
Okay. And it's a spread weapon.
Yeah.
Which means half that damage will be dealt to another location.
2 body parts. Because it's 2 effects rolled.
Oh. Okay.
What?
So, the
So
left leg was
basically,
the first one.
this thing is
That's
obliterated.
Well,
That's what shotguns are for.
right
though.
leg. Oh, it's not gonna have legs
It's
anymore.
legs.
So that is 3 points of damage to the leg as well. And the left arm. So after the rifle was discharged, you're like, okay, let's try this shotgun business. You just fire, story-wise, not actual ammo-wise, both barrels immediately, and with the angle that you're at, it goes through its left arm, its left leg, and its right leg. And those are body parts that this Volcoon does not have anymore because of that, as it just collapses to the ground. It is absolutely dead. Deader than dead. It had 2 hit points left and you
Rootin'
just dealt
tootin' dead.
13 points of damage total?
I like look
This
at
is why
like
people use
where
shotguns
Margie
in
was
real
like
life.
holding the raccoon. She's like, okay, that was the right choice. That was the right choice.
Alright, last one is restrained by Margie. It rather looks like it wants to leave right now. Jerry, what are you doing?
Jerry's going to yell at a headache.
Wait. I'm sorry, Frankie. I skipped your name in the sheet. I went tabs. You were after picks, technically, but I went straight to tabs. It is your turn.
Do I roll with extra difficulty when I'm prone?
No, actually. And if you were far away, you would actually get a bonus to, or you would decrease the difficulty of any check. Because it's like you're steadying it on the floor. But it's at close range, so.
Prone is a very stable
Yeah,
position.
it's great if
You
you
gonna
are.
shoot him dead?
Aim and shoot.
It is not good if you have to drop into it quickly.
That was an 8.
That was an 8,
Yeah.
and that rolled the same. As part of center mass, I can also re-roll one of the dice. Sorry. The difficulty's 2 to hit?
I'm going to reduce that because it's restrained. 1.
Okay. Yeah, it's a 2, so
2?
take it.
Okay, 1 point of action.
How much damage? Is it full health? Is it looking bad?
It hasn't been hit yet.
Okay.
Just restrained.
Oh, that's right, people. No, wait. Didn't it get hit with the rocket?
Oh, the blast! That's right. Yeah, it has been hit, but a little bit. Thank you for pointing that out. I totally forgot that. But the gyrojet.
It's not dead for sure,
6
but
with piercing 2
6. Okay, that'll do it.
in the torso.
That'll do
And
it.
torso. Is that just 1 bullet or several?
3.
3 bullets. Okay. Pop, pop, pop. And this thing, as it was wriggling in your grasp, slowly stops moving and is dead. Combat over.
Nice.
I'd say for flavor,
Yes.
Margie's like holding it, like moving it so that it's like in between her and everyone's shooting it.
Jerry's immediately
Okay.
going to turn around and start trying to stop the bleeding on Frankie's leg.
All right.
Frankie,
roll
are you
that medicine
okay?
check.
Frankie's on the floor with a bloody leg.
Who else is damaged?
I've been better.
When have you...
I'll keep
Oh,
that.
It's
no, that
only
does
them?
make sense. Okay.
Only you
I
two
am-
have been damaged?
Mhm.
How bad are you?
I lost 1 hit point.
Oh, you're fine.
I got 3
You'll
successes.
live.
3 successes? Okay. Shoot, what is the difficulty?
Left leg. That's
I mean,
the
I don't-
difficult.
Injury recovery.
It's not
treating an
3.
injury.
It's,
Please, it's not.
you're definitely fine. 3 is more than enough, I'm sure.
What's the difficulty?
No, I just want help.
Just tell me what the
You're not going to get
difficulty
health back from this anyway.
It's definitely going to be higher than, or
I'm
lower
going to
than
give you
3.
health back, but it has to be a separate check.
Just let me go stand out in a rad storm for 20 minutes.
He's basking. Okay, I feel a lot better.
He comes in slightly more green.
Oh, Frankie, you're glowing.
I could have sworn I
Girl,
saw
did you try
this.
a new highlight?
Difficulty to treat an injury. Just
Like,
tell me what it is.
What?
It's called the nuclear sun.
That's every sun.
Every nuclear explosion.
Every star is a nuclear explosion,
No, it's actually a nuclear fusion.
which is kind of an explosion.
Oh wait, equal to the number of injuries the patient has.
1.
So it's 1. 2 action points.
Yeah.
That wound is treated. You may walk again.
Can I?
Is it healed or is it treated?
Just treated. You can only do 1.
Can
Since
I?
it's out of combat. I'll allow 1 more first aid check. I really want to incentivize using the food that you guys have too.
I have no food. I have Tato.
You have Tato.
That doesn't do anything.
Why does
Hey,
it not?
Tato do something.
It allows you to survive for a couple more hours.
A Tato in my trying time.
This is not good.
All right.
Speaking of food,
So do I roll another check or is it just food? Just Tato?
You can roll another check. Just
Is it
Just
just
Tato.
1. Okay.
Okay. That's 3 more successes.
What's your medicine skill?
6.
6 points healed.
That's exactly how many I lost.
Whoa. Okay.
Thanks, Doc. These were my good pants.
Alright, can you feel your toes?
I haven't been able to feel them for about 20 years.
I
Okay.
don't think that's supposed.
I don't think that's normal. I don't think that's normal.
Wenton, were those what you were afraid of?
Yes. Well, I apologize about that. They were probably attracted here from the corpses in the basement.
Should we drag those bodies outside?
Could we eat those?
Will more come?
That's a good
what?
idea,
No.
actually.
Yeah.
No.
Corpses?
No.
Yeah, I've eaten raccoon before.
Volcoon is not good pickings, I would say. But that's
Alright.
just my opinion.
Let's go ahead and drag them out now.
I mean, if you're starving, then sure.
I'd help, but I don't think I'd be very much.
I can help.
All right. You can probably get one on your own. Someone help me take one.
I'll
gonna start
help 'cause I'm
dragging.
a beefcake.
How many can I hold?
What's your strength?
5.
What's that?
How many can I hold?
Comparatively.
How many Volcoons?
Well, whatever. Yeah, we're carrying the Vulcans out.
One.
Yeah.
Just one.
They're people-sized.
Yeah, but I have a carry capacity that's so
Oh, wait,
high.
you have power armor, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna like.
Pix and I will get
Sure
the third one, and then can someone else?
Yeah. I have a strength of like 4 though, but I can try.
No one else has a good
Jerry
strength.
can help you
Okay.
with his strength.
So
of
we're gonna
four.
take them all outside and take them a good distance away and plop them down.
Okay. They are outside now.
Okay.
Should we carry the corpses from downstairs outside?
No. No, They need a proper burial. It's a union condition,
Hopefully the smell of the ones outside will help mask that anyways.
hopefully.
Or just attract more?
You have no reason to tell me yes on this, but if you all would be interested in having the union owe you a favor, if you could help me bring these corpses back to the main station, I would be greatly appreciative of it. Later, of course. I know you all have business here, and so do I.
As in we get all our chems back that we gave them last time.
Everyone,
You
huddle
gave
up real quick.
chems.
What if it's...
He's mad about losing the stim packs.
Mhm. What if there's some, like, I don't know, way to let us travel on the train, but maybe there's a few items that we can allow to put in, like, a safe box or something, and, like,
Are you saying this publicly or in your powwow?
I guess with him, because that's my idea,
Mhm.
is why I would probably pitch them. So, like, we need to pitch it to him to see if he would like that. It's like if we took the train, maybe, like, there's a few items that maybe we're allowed to take with us if we travel on the train, if we do this favor.
Be specific. What items would you prefer to take? Because if it's stim packs, then by all means, if you're a friend of the union, you can certainly take them.
I'd say stim packs and Rataway are a must.
Right away as well. Anything with a medical purpose, I think, could be allowed.
Okay. If we're friends. That's not just everyone.
What's that?
Oh, and that, just, I guess I'll ask this as player Jim. That's not, like, they usually take those away, correct?
Yes, then you, yeah.
Okay. I kind of look at everyone and I just do vote. Good price, bad price.
After we do what we need to do here, I don't see any reason not to.
It would help us down the line, especially if we need to travel any further for this.
We would need to do what we came here for first.
Well, of course.
So do I.
That I think we need to get to right now.
Okay.
But I think afterwards we can take some time to help.
Okay, cool.
Appreciate it.
Shake his hand. Say, all right.
I'm going to go try to find a way to turn the power back on. Would someone else come with me?
Yeah, you, I point at them. You watch
go.
for,
Great.
Will do.
and I go.
Of course. And thank you all. You all have been a blessing.
Thank you. Your train has
Margie.
been a ride. And I leave.
Margie and I are trying to find
You
a
hear
way
him
to...
chuckle at that.
Margie and I are trying to find a way to turn the power back on.
Okay, so that would be down in the maintenance access area. You all would see in the basement, there's pretty basic maintenance stuff, but there is also a reactor here. No, it's a generator powered by a fusion core, which is what yours is. So there's technically no reactor in power armor, but it's still, you know, what's it called? Fissile material? Or whatever. I don't know. There's radiation. It's... Okay, there's a radiation battery here. But it looks like something has gone wrong with the generator.
You want to take a look at that?
Margie.
You're not, you didn't go to the basement.
Okay.
Yep.
Can Jerry actually go down there too if it's safe?
Sure. Yeah, if you want to.
He wants to
Technically,
just-
we don't know if it's safe.
Anyone who wants to can, but I would just
I
ask
think
that
there's
you say.
also like other
Should we
things that
just
we need
all
to get
go
done, like making
together?
sure that the dish works and isn't damaged, and
If
making
you
sure
want
the
to.
consoles aren't
Jerry,
damaged.
Jerry can't
I'll
do
just-
that, but he's just gonna go. He's just
Honestly,
gonna go
I'm just saying,
probably-
like we're gonna need 2 sets of
We're-
people at least.
We might also be people that would be able to help most. You might be really good with the terminals.
As
Right,
you
but those
all
aren't
are
on
going
yet.
downstairs, who's
Oh,
raise
that's
your hand
true,
if you're
that's
going
true.
downstairs?
Frankie's finding a nice chair to sit down on.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Nice.
As you all are going downstairs, Wenton would just say, "If you loot the bodies, you
Don't
certainly
loot the
won't be a
bodies.
friend."
We aren't grave robbers.
Appreciated.
I only steal things from people I know, and I go downstairs. And I know you.
All right. So you would see this generator before you. What you doing?
Can you take a look at that?
Are you helping or?
Sure.
Uh,
project. What would
difficulty of 2.
What would this be?
Intelligence plus repair.
Great.
Need to
I
up my
think,
You can roll 1d20 if you're a nuclear physicist.
which I'm not, but that's pretty good.
2 successes.
1.
1 AP.
Can someone get a cap
bad.
out of there?
Okay. So it just seems like this thing just hasn't been used in forever. After tightening a few bolts, reattaching some belts, it's up and running again. As the generator whirs on, the rest of you all would see the lights in the atrium or the basement turn back on. It would be completely dark down there, but I'm
Margie,
sure you have Pip-Boy lights.
very quickly, I was working on something for you a few hours ago. It's not in the form I want it to be yet, but I'm going to send it over to your Pip-Boy. And I'm like,
Pip jumps over. Okay, do you have a hollow disk in here?
I don't think so.
Oh. Well, let me see if I can just write it onto your OS. I'm sure that's fine. Here it is. Whee! And then he goes off back to, Jules' Pip-Boy.
could you go let the others upstairs know that we're all set here?
Will do. They're all down with you except for,
Frankie.
Yeah, well, is Tabs upstairs as well?
No, she went.
Oh,
think
I
I
didn't see
came
your
down.
hand. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess it would just be Cortland and Frankie
So
then.
that's the picture of her dad.
Yeah. I'm going to ask Pip to do a more realistic version once we have access to a software that'd be better for it. But
sorry, graphics cards are so expensive.
hey, I sent him upstairs.
This is as he's leaving.
He's like hovering.
Hey, he's always present somewhat on your own Pip-Boy, but he doesn't listen actively. You're right, so he's gone.
While they're go ahead.
No. I was just saying, could I get a quick word with Cortland?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Cortland,
Yeah.
you
You can come back.
you ever used a gun before?
Well, certainly. I
One of these things
just
jump
prefer
back in.
not to use one now, but I think I probably could have used one in that particular scenario.
Frankie's gonna take the suppressed 22 and just kind of toss it to Cortland.
He is not gonna catch it, but he's gonna try.
Oh, guy.
Buddy.
He catches it right in the grip.
Whoa!
Four
He's
successes.
secretly a
Four.
baby.
Whoa!
He grabs it.
I want
I've
that
never
back.
used
The
but-
ones.
I want that back, but while we're here,
Oh. Interesting.
could be useful.
Suppressed. Nice and quiet. I like it.
Now you're gonna have to walk over here to get the rest of the ammo because
Oh, okay, yeah.
I throw
There's a-
bullets
there's
in
a-
my wall.
It's random
I mean, they're not doing damage, but it hurts.
Did we finish downstairs?
No.
Jerry,
sorry.
Jerry, while they're fixing that, Jerry's gonna go to Wenton. That's his name, right?
Yep. He's just standing watch by the door.
All right.
Not that he can look out of it.
All right. We'll help with the bodies, but any larger equipment is gonna have to stay here for someone else to come back and get. So I'd suggest that you go to each body, find any important personal possessions on them, and make sure that those go. Everything else needs to stay behind.
That's valid. They didn't have any specialized equipment anyways. I'll go through them once everyone else goes down to the basement, just to make sure that, well, someone's keeping watch up here, of course. We'll do our mission first, and then I'll get the stuff with the bodies. It's just weapons, which I suppose you all would be entitled to, but the standard unit equipment, nothing too valuable.
Any ammunition?
Mostly 38. Little bit of, what does the pipe revolver take?
Oh, 44.
Really? Is it 44
Really?
Magnum? No, it's 38, yeah. It's 38 and then...
Pipe revolver?
I think so. Ugh. I hate that the bullets don't match up to real bullets. Okay. Never mind. Not here for gun tangents. We're here for Follow Cold Front.
You can keep going. I'll look this up.
We'll figure that
If
out.
it's
All right.
44, Jerry's gonna say, my friend the ghoul up there can.
45.
45. Oh.
That's it.
So it's slightly off from
38 and
44.
45.
45 is still more valuable, though, isn't it?
Combat rifle uses it.
Which makes no sense. It's
It does.
pistol caliber.
There are 22 rifles and pistols, so I think there's some crossover.
How many rounds of 45 is there? Jerry will ask for that.
2 dozen.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Of course. All right.
I thought you having this might help in case you need to show anyone and see if they can identify him.
It's better than describing him.
It's not much better at the moment, but when I get Pip to do something with more impressive graphics software, it might be.
Well, thank you.
You've probably had a lot to process today.
Yeah.
You know, I had a daughter myself once, long time ago. And I don't know if your father was anything like I was, but I didn't always do right by her myself. What I think you ought to keep in mind is that there's probably not a day that's gone by that he hasn't thought about you, Margie. Whether that's how you're doing, how you're feeling, who you've grown up to be, what it would be like if you were with him. I just think it's worth keeping in mind for when you find him that he might not be a part of your life anymore, but I think you're probably still very much a part of his.
He's done a lot to affect my life anyway. But how did you have like a child?
In a manner of speaking,
Like Pip?
like Pip.
And what happened to her?
She died. It's not the same, I know. I just thought it was worth you knowing, coming from someone who has probably felt very similarly to how your father did. That parents might make mistakes, but I don't think that means that he doesn't love you. Or that he doesn't think about you.
Well, if you ever feel like you doing wrong was too much, or she might hate you for it, or something like that, just know, from my perspective, it's more complicated. I know he did something that hurt several people, but I want to think that it was for a good reason. I want to trust that he had the best intentions. And I think if she knew you, then she would have known that you were trying.
Thanks for that, Margie. I wasn't necessarily looking for... I just wanted you to know that there's probably more that goes into it than you know yet, and that anything you find probably isn't going to be the total story. It's obviously your decision to do whatever you want when you find him, but I thought it might be helpful to hear. Might be comforting.
I hope he is as good a person as you've been to Pip.
Oh, I'm trying to be.
Is this a private conversation that we can't hear?
I would have kind of pulled Margie aside a little bit while we were working on the generator.
Can I try to listen?
Oh.
I don't want to get.
Can I start
I don't-
talking to the
I
doctor?
want this. I want
Can
to
I
leave
s-
this up to them.
Yeah, can I
Okay.
start talking to the doctor to distract him?
I just want to roll. I don't want to get involved in the conversation.
Sure,
I just wanna see
sure.
if I
I mean,
hear.
Margie is fairly quiet and muffled, but
Yeah.
I have
Doubly
no
muffled, in
specific.
fact. Wait, no. Muffled then amplified because Power Armor has like a
Whoa.
mini speaker.
So it's just like someone speaking like really close
That's
to a
funny.
microphone with a hand in front of their face.
Bingo.
Why is Jerry being nosy?
I got a critical success.
All right. Well, I as a player don't need this to be private. Jules would just be wanting it to be private. So if you want to
Yeah.
overhear, that's fine.
Okay, he doesn't want to get involved. He's not gonna get
Do
involved.
you
but-
want to like aid in that distraction?
As a player,
Well,
I don't care. As a character, I don't really care.
I don't know. I think it's funny, but I'm gonna just leave it. We're gonna say that she was, and just like she's like, It's like, are you listening, Jay?
He's not like, ooh, he's just while
not
he's,
like, ooh.
while he's looking at the bodies, he's just being
Being
observant of
nosy.
his surroundings.
So they'd be over by the reactor, and she'd be
Reduced
working
by
on
one
it.
for
And
headache.
Jules would be like
Woof, woof.
gesturing to the
Here's what
to the
they're
drawing
saying.
of Margie's father as she's talking.
Because we haven't heard anything about all that business. So
Do we got that generator working?
The lights have come on.
Now, we'd probably better go check the consoles and make sure everything's up and running correctly.
We'll check the top too.
Do you want to go check the dish picks?
No. I'm gonna be sneaky because we saw some things, so I'm gonna try and go check out the dish, see if anything's damaged.
There is not a fire escape.
So it's
What?
just-
Do you have to scale the walls or something?
It's a sheer wall.
The heck do you get up here?
Stairs.
Where are
Right.
the stairs?
Where
Not
the-
in here.
Okay.
Oh. Wait. How do I get to the roof?
Stairs from inside.
So
right?
the normal
Stairs.
staircase is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'll just
Judging by this room, probably in Poseidon's area.
Okay.
just
But
I want to check the consoles and see if there's any defenses for the Poseidon areas or any like safeguards that I need to shut down before they go up there.
good idea.
I was not gonna think of that.
That was a good idea.
So I'm gonna go ahead
Jules,
and
you
check
would
them.
know that Poseidon is
Big name.
big name, and they will often invest in defense.
Well, yeah. I mean that's my inclination, so that's why I'm going to check.
They built Helios 1.
Give me just a minute to check this and make sure you're not walking
what I
into
thought.
anything nasty.
That makes sense, yeah.
All right.
So
So,
I'm
there are
gonna
two
log in.
consoles here. One on the weather station desk and one on Poseidon's desk.
All right, we'll start with the Poseidon one, I suppose.
Okay. Hacking check. Difficulty of 3.
Lowered by 1 because I am a hacker.
Hacker man.
Hacksure.
Hacksaw.
That is going to be 3.
1 point of action.
You guys are
You
welcome to
break
grab
through the
that.
firewall immediately. You would see on this computer, open door, deactivate security, and 1 email, or internal mail.
Okay, I press deactivate security. Then I press open
Security
door.
deactivated. The steel door slides open.
And I hate that little red dot, so I read the email.
Okay. The subject of this email.
Just read over your shoulder. I'll read on your shoulder.
If
Subject.
you don't mind, I need my hands.
Like, hovering.
Galaxy News Radio weather correspondence. Feedback response number 759. I don't care if Jimmy Jenkins has the silky smooth voice. He knows nothing about the weather. He shouldn't be an anchorman. Disbar him from the American Meteorological Association immediately.
Harsh.
What was the name?
Jimmy Jenkins.
I think Cortland has both. We should just replace this
He
guy.
is like already an
Cortland.
ASMR weatherman.
Maybe
Yeah.
he doesn't know about the weather, and this is his backstory.
Sent October 22nd, 2077.
Exactly.
Someone hasn't checked
Oh,
their
that's
emails in a while.
He looks old.
All right. Well, while they go up to the dish, I'm going to go look at the other terminal, but they probably take precedence.
He
Alright.
actually looks like a. I imagine him looking like a 45-year-old who's already gone gray. So they just look like they're old but young, and they're in that weird middle ground. Like you have very few wrinkles, but fully gray hair. Interesting.
All right. You go to the weather terminal. We'll deal with this first because it's simple. Hacking check. Difficulty of 1.
Lowered to 0 because I'm a hacker.
The password is password123.
With a little exclamation mark at the end. That is 4.
We already have a full pool.
Okay.
Is that not a
That pool
7?
ain't getting fuller.
Is that not a 7?
That's
Oh.
a 7.
You're
Wait
right.
a minute.
I'm sorry, I
We're
thought that was a
full?
1. That's
The
3.
Pool's
Yeah.
4. Does not matter. Yep.
Okay. I thought our limit was 7.
Well, I'm not inspirational anymore. So
Oh.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
is
You
it
just see one note in here that just says job details.
I'll read it.
It's
I'll read
Jimmy
it.
Jenkins.
Should anyone stop by the National Weather Service, please direct them to Poseidon Energy. That is what we pay you to do. If someone asks to see your manager, say, I'm sorry, he's out. That is what we pay you to do. Poseidon Energy has taken over the vast majority of the National Weather Service's duties. So please just direct people to Poseidon.
Now I know what to do if another Volcoon comes walking in.
Yeah, there you go.
My manager's out right now.
Yeah.
Actually, you're gonna have to speak to Poseidon Energy about that. I'm so sorry.
All right. So the rest, who's going up to the dish?
You?
I don't know anything about
actually,
dishes.
would we be able
You
to
should go
check
up too,
down
though.
here? Like, is
For,
it
like-
working, or do
To
we
like
need to
sky
look
out.
at it?
Because it'd be like a high spot.
True.
Take a
Okay.
look at
Could be the-
Yeah, there
the,
would
like-
probably be some
I
investigation.
physically can't take fall damage, so
You're like,
All right.
things. We were talking about Tabs coming up as well because
Okay.
she's
I
like
could be
our
like
eagle
the-
eyes.
Well, regardless,
Tabs
all
and-
of you would see as you walk through this door, very, very tall office. Looks a bit like a control room, as the Poseidon Energy area is in fact the full 2 stories. It's not just, first floor, second floor. You see a very, very large room with a vast array of television screens on one wall, all connected to a terminal at the bottom. That terminal is in fact on.
what'd it say?
Nothing on the TVs right now.
What about the terminal?
It's locked.
Jules.
I'm downstairs, bopping around with the
We're also-
downstairs terminals.
We're also
Oh no,
downstairs.
this is after you hacked the first one, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna looking at it and see it's locked and be like, I do not know how to put in a password to a terminal.
Yep.
Jules,
Yeah.
there's a terminal.
Oh, right. I'm coming.
Difficulty at 2.
Margie's
1 because hacks are.
Hack it.
like, Margie's like, I could maybe press a button, but this is too
3.
much.
3.
This is what I
Forgot to
was
mention.
made for.
There's a chair in front of this one, and it is occupied.
What?
Living or dead?
Dead.
Okay,
Jerry
I'm gonna.
Jenkins.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like Jules.
There's also a single laser pistol on the counter in front of the skeleton,
I'll
right next
leave
to the
that.
terminal.
Can I take it?
Sure.
I can take it.
Yeah. You now
This
have
will be
laser
used
gun
for
with
2
boosted
seconds.
capacitor.
Oh, that's so good. Tell me about that again later.
Yep.
I don't have a short range weapon. Now I do.
Yeah.
This would have been useful 2 seconds ago.
That's what the spreadsheet's
Maybe.
for.
Okay, so what would be on the terminal that I hacked with flare and aplomb?
Yeah. You would see this one has control over both the radar dish, the entire array right here. It just says radar array. Please activate radar dish first. And you would also see an email and a journal entry.
Oh. Well, while the rest of you get that fixed up upstairs, I might go ahead and do some live reading.
Okay.
Okay.
Definitely.
Dish people. Who's going to the dish? Dish. Dish. Anyone? Dish? Dish. All right.
The
you
ladies
three.
in our party are all such dishes.
let's
Okay.
go.
Now in the Poseidon area, you can find the staircase that leads to the roof. It's pretty Spartan. There's nothing on the roof except for the radar dish. No one's tried activating it yet, so I guess you don't know what's wrong with it, or if it even is broken.
Does it
Yeah.
look physically broken at all?
That would take a while. Julian, can you just press activate dish?
Oh, I thought you said you couldn't do that until. Okay.
Oh.
Activate
No, there
dish.
Warning: mechanical servos in need of repair.
Oh,
Mechanical servos in need of repair.
I tried looking up what a servo was, but I still don't understand what
Okay.
it is. Don't tell me. I'm sure it would take a while.
no, it's literally just a magnet thing
Uh-huh.
that when you turn on electromagnet, it like pushes something forward.
Oh, okay. Would
That's
it
all.
help with moving the dish?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's all.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
just
Alright.
a little thing that moves something with an electrical signal. That's all it
Okay, it
does.
moves a thing. All right. Yeah, that thing is broken.
Cool.
Check a 3 to fix it.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, use these since we're.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
honestly.
dangerous to
Just
go
go
alone.
crazy?
Take these.
Should I use? How many should I use?
Probably.
And it wonders just
You're good at repair, right?
Yeah, it's a tag 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we will wrap up things soon.
Okay, that's not a success, but that is, and that's 2. 3 successes.
3, that'll cut it. Yeah, you just hit the doohickey, pull the thingamabobber. It's good to go.
That's what I always do.
That's right. I'm sorry, I'm not an engineer and can't describe how it takes to fix this thing, but
That's
you
okay.
fixed it.
I'm not a repairman, so I can't either.
So you would get a notification on your terminal that just says servos repaired.
Activate dish.
So all of you in that control room would see, in almost like a wave pattern, the top left monitor TV. It's still a cathode ray tube kind of thing would activate, and then the one to the right of it and the one below it would activate, and then so on and so forth as the entire thing turns on. As a vast black and white screen of a radar screen would form. You would see, as radar does, it is going in a counterclockwise pattern of a line revealing weather patterns. And you all would see a massive vortex. Cortland's gonna do a meteorology check. Anyone else can, but none of you have focus. Or
I'm gonna do a little light reading while I wait for him.
okay,
And we've all come back.
yeah. Everyone else, everyone who wants to be can be in this control.
This is a weird question, but so cathode ray tubes release
Okay.
X-rays. Do you note that amount of radiation on a pit boy? Like, do they
No.
show up as slightly higher?
No, they're engineered for detecting harmful radiation.
X-rays are harmful.
Anyway, we can discuss this.
That's a later problem.
That's
That's called not important.
I'd say
All right,
GM said, "Not my problem."
And he has that right.
that's right. I love it. Okay.
Cortland, is there usually like, are they being like? There's a lot of monitors and stuff. Is this normal, or are they just being extreme, or?
Oh, it just allows everyone to visualize the weather, you know, rather than a bunch of people crowding around one tiny screen.
Okay, makes sense.
Poseidon liked its presentation too.
What can you tell me about that?
This
That's
is bigger than I imagined. Okay, we want to read those messages on that terminal now. Doo-doo-doo.
Is that giant vortex normal? Yeah. They normally put that on a TV screen when there is one. It's like, no.
Oh wait, I thought
what?
you were talking about all the TVs, and he
No,
was.
that
just
was
like,
what I was saying.
Oh, okay, right.
No, I was
I'm
wondering
clearing
about the
all
vortex
the little red
though.
dots.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he didn't say anything about it except, that's bigger than I thought. Which is like, give more, please.
All right. First email to Marie Ann Blevins from Todd Molina. Subject: turnover.
Apple?
No. Give me just a second.
No.
All right.
This is so fun.
With Halverson leaving, I feel like we've been losing our best people. Sure, we're at war, and I know Poseidon needs its people for its activities. But I swear, some of the best meteorologists have been plucked for Aetherion. As a result of that, our reports just haven't been as accurate as they used to be. I guess that's just war for you. Keeping track of rain clouds just isn't as important as military projects. To be honest with you, I want in. I miss them, you know? I don't care what kind of crazy stuff they're working on. I just want to be in a similar field again, working with the best and brightest. I'm asking Miss Menemeyer to transfer me.
Can you spell Aetherion for me?
Yeah. A-E-T-H-E-R-I-O-N.
Feels Greek.
It's a Poseidon project. Of
I
course
look-
it's Greek.
Yeah, I look at
Why do
you
we have
do, like,
three Greek
that
organizations?
Greek. Does that mean anything to you?
It's ringing a bell vaguely, but I'm gonna need some time on that one.
Okay. Military project.
How about the journal entry?
Yeah, it's dated December 19th, 2077.
It's almost the anniversary of that journal entry.
Almost. Todd wanted to spend the Saturday at his kid's track meet, so I swapped shifts with him. I was here alone when the bombs dropped. He was outside. I was in a weatherproof building built to withstand tornadoes. You do the math. It worked out, though. I'm sure he'd have hated being in here thinking about what happened to his daughter, son, and wife. I'm disconnected. I don't have anyone here. I was the perfect candidate for survival. But our end is the same. We didn't stock this place for a bomb shelter, and the only falls is north of here. So I'm stuck here with yum deviled eggs and used coffee grounds, and an irradiated water supply. Geiger counters are going out the wazoo. I can't leave. I'm not a pessimist, but I'd rather not starve to death or irradiate myself to death. If you're reading this, it means that the radiation levels have hopefully gone back to normal, and there's still hope for the world, and that's all I can hold on to. Sorry, that's sad.
So
Dang.
that was the skeleton, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring.
Ooh.
Pix just is like is anyone sitting in the chair? Okay.
The skeleton was.
I just kicked the wall very like. Get it out of my system, and then Pix is back.
All right, Cortland, what are you seeing? It's big.
Well, I mean, it absolutely confirms my suspicions. There is no possible way that this is naturally occurring. I mean, even with what I've seen with nuclear winter and all that, this is purposeful, and it's centered close to the UP in Michigan. I can't see exact. I can't just like say that's the eye of the storm. That's what's causing it, but something at the center of that storm's doing something.
What could cause something like this?
Well, to be honest, that's a bit of the new frontier for me in meteorology. I've read a little bit about cloud seeding, and maybe that could do this. But I'm an expert on meteorology, but I'm nowhere near where these Poseidon folks probably got.
Is it likely we'd be able to find what's causing it if we went to the eye of the storm, or could this be done remotely?
That's a good question. Right now, I'd probably suggest searching for more information here. Did you happen to find anything on the terminal?
Something about a project, but I don't think it's related
Why not?
because it was from before the war. Or during the war, I suppose.
Well, I mean, it had to come from somewhere, and I don't
Also,
think
like,
anyone
weather
post-war
weapons.
would develop it.
Yeah, I
What?
point out also the power arm that you're wearing. Didn't some of that come from before the war?
Well, yes, but technology tends to last a lot longer. I don't know why something that was from during the war would only resurface now of old times.
If
Something
my
like that.
if my reading on the U.S. government before the war is anything to go by, wouldn't a weather weapon seem like just the thing they'd be working on?
Sure, I'm not saying it's outside of the realm of possibility. I'm just saying because we saw a word on a terminal that refers to a project they were working on, that doesn't mean that it's related to the phenomenon we came here to investigate.
What was the project name?
It's called Ethereum. I suppose we could do some digging into that if we had the right sources, but
It couldn't hurt.
could be a bit of a wild goose chase.
Well, I'm just saying we search this place if there's any more answers. I'm not saying that we just go all the way into it.
All right, that I'm fine with.
Just cover our bases, make sure that we don't miss anything that could be vital.
I'm gonna look around for more terminals then.
I'll join you.
That'd
Roll.
be
If
good.
there's any.
I will allow an intelligence or perception check. With a survival focus.
Intelligence, survival.
Where's the pooters at?
Oh, 2.
Okay.
Wait. 2.
2.
Your survival's good.
No action points for that one. But you do find, on another side of the building, a pretty nice looking office. Looks to be the boss's room.
I am the boss now.
Is there any number 1 boss mug?
No.
Bad
There's one that
person.
says working hard, hardly working.
Oh no. So he wasn't like a quirky.
Hey,
He was
see?
a quirky boss.
She was a quirky.
She was a quirky boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, women can be bosses too.
That's
Women
right.
can be quirky too.
It's 2270 something, whatever.
2289.
Yeah.
Yep.
89.
All
Oh,
right,
I had two
hacking
numbers.
check. Difficulty of 4.
3. I'm Haxor.
To boss.
Hey,
Oh,
use this.
98.
While they're
These
looking
guys.
around,
Yeah,
How
Jerry
many of
wants to
those
keep an
are
eye
there?
out for any people
There's
that
at
might
least
be coming
3.
to meet him here.
I probably only need one,
Well, it's a
but I guess we're about to
Oh,
probably
oh,
lose.
Well,
right,
it's
yeah.
down to 3
It's down to
for
3
her.
now.
I mean, roll a perception check.
Just one.
We
I'll
do
just-
regenerate
I'll
AP
just
if
use
you
the
do it.
one because I can also re-roll
Minus
one if I.
difficulty.
Oh, that's fair.
Not right now, at least. But you all did get here much faster than you originally planned.
That's not good.
That still, however, will do it.
Really?
Well, I mean, it's intelligence and science,
Oh no, you're right.
so
That's a terrible roll and still good.
it's a terrible roll, but it still works.
This
3.
is your thing.
This is the thing that I made Julian good at.
Yeah.
For all the times she has not hit anything in combat. This is why.
Yeah. She's a nerd.
What are you doing?
Just looking.
Oh, what?
Checking his government ID to make
All
sure
right,
he knows
did you
his
get
name.
in?
Yes?
There is a single email thread.
I read the email thread.
Yep. First one is from this terminal. From Helen Menemeyer to Kurt Zelinsky. Subject: I demand an explanation, you rube. Kurt, I need at least a modicum of an explanation on what the heck Operation Pin Drop is. Or Etherian, or whatever you want to call it. You're taking my best people for it, and not even giving me the time of the day. Man up and just tell me what the darn thing is. And the next email is from Kurt Zelinsky's Auto Terminal to Helen Menemeyer. Subject: Clearance request. Hello! You have inquired about Operation Pin Drop. To let this message go through Poseidonet, you must enter your Poseidon clearance code, Vault-Tec clearance code, or Department of Defense clearance code.
Is there a there's no clearance code sent?
No, that's the end of the thread.
So, assumedly, the person did not enter that code.
Would I have ever heard of codes like these growing up in the Enclave?
Yes. In fact, you would probably know people with them.
Would I know what they might be?
Probably not off the top of your head.
Would
I
I,
don't
know
think you would have one with you. But
Would
I
I
think you
know-
could ask for one.
what they generally are? Like, are they 6-digit codes that are all numbers? Are they passwords? Are they... What are they?
Sometimes they are IDs similar to the one that you just gave to Sergeant Corporal.
No.
We did not give it to
I
Sergeant
have
Corporal.
Oh, is that so?
Margie,
Yes.
could I take a look at that? And I guess that wouldn't clear much up. Can I take a look at Lieutenant Blakely, Lieutenant Commander Blakely's holodisc?
Great. Okay.
How would I use this? Would I?
You would insert it into the holotape. I know it's not a holotape, but there is a slot that you'd insert this into.
I mean, might as well try it.
When in doubt, shove rectangle into rectangular hole.
We'll
Yeah.
see if it works. We'll see if
You
Lieutenant Commander
see
Blakely is.
just a absolute flood of digits go over the screen and then disappear. Clearance accepted.
Oh yes!
I'm so glad we kept that thing.
I'm so glad we didn't give it
Did
to
you-
Sorge.
Did you point
Response
to that?
from Kurt Zelinsky's Auto Terminal.
Thank goodness it's an auto
Hello,
terminal.
Lieutenant Commander Blakely.
This is incredible.
Unfortunately, Operation Pin Drop and Excelsior Station is on a need-to-know basis, and you are outside the need-to-know. If you wish for more information, please travel to Vault-Tec Regional Headquarters, Chicago, or What's it called?
Sheboygan.
No, not Sheboygan.
There's too many things happening in Chicago.
It's almost like we need to
You
go
want to
there
go
next.
back, Chicago man?
No.
Sawyer Air Force Base,
I feel like I've
Does
heard
it
of
list
that.
where that is?
Marquette, Michigan.
Back in Michigan. So we'd be.
Your response has been recorded.
Okay, that's not great.
You would know there's only one group that keeps track of Poseidon.
Is it yours?
All right. Well, we've got leads on places we could go to investigate a theory, and if we really think it might be relevant, I suppose we don't have a lot more to go on right now.
Are you fine if this is public?
Yes.
Well, I mean, boop. Cortland points at the screen, right at the dead center of it. That's that Air Force Base.
So that's a
Ah.
theory on. What
Could
does what could be what? Like it's a big storm, but like what does that mean? Like is it just gonna be cold there? Like what? Like that's not gonna be a problem, right? Like
Well, it's going to be cold. This is way too early for a storm like this, so I'd wager it would be continuous. Right now it's December. Most people think it's normal. Once we start getting into February, March, April, it's going to keep going. And look at the speed that it's moving right there. There's like 50-mile-an-hour wind. And from what I've seen and heard, it's getting more intense with time. It's getting larger.
it's growing.
I mean, look at it right now. It's already hitting Chicago. When I first heard about this, it was only the northern tip of Michigan and Wisconsin, I think. Most of Minnesota.
Okay. So forever snow is what you're saying.
Yeah. That would be incredibly deadly against farming in this whole area.
I look at the map. Do I see Tato Creek?
It is in the storm right now.
Okay.
So is
Everyone.
Lansing.
Everyone.
What?
We got huddle up right
Because
now.
we were just in Lansing and it was not. So it grew to include Lansing while we were gone.
Ooh.
Could this be mob
That's-
related?
What's that?
Could this be mob related?
The mob?
No. I mean, could this be in general, could this be targeted at any major groups in the Midwest right now?
How could it be
A
targeted? if it's
storm
that
doesn't really
big?
pick targets.
Everyone, we need
This
to
one
huddle
seems
up.
to be man-made.
But storms themselves
I
don't
think
really care
everyone
who they
is.
kill.
Frankie's still
I know,
downstairs in a chair.
Oh,
We don't know why someone
go
would
get
be
Frankie.
doing this.
Or we'll go.
It would be someone who's not in the storm, probably.
Yes.
Or someone
so
underground who wasn't affected.
We need to figure
All right,
out
freelancers.
who is in the
I
storm.
need to brief
Who
you
could
guys
be-
on stuff. Sorry,
who could be
Cortland.
targeted
wait,
and
can
why
you
they
give
would
them
be
a minute just to
targeted.
finish their conversation.
Sorry. Yeah.
There's a lot of people in there. It's probably not targeted against one.
I'm just looking for possibilities. For example, say the mobs have some kind of rivals who would have the resources to acquire and use technology like this.
But isn't the mob in there too?
I'm saying someone working against the mob. For example, not specifically the mob, but
I think it's just as likely a old government project finally malfunctioned and activated on its own. If that's what we're tying this to, which seems likely. We just don't have enough information yet, so honestly I think maybe heading to Chicago and checking the safer of the two destinations first might be for the best.
Chicago, and what was the other one?
Right in the eye of the storm, Marquette, Michigan.
If that's right in the middle, don't you think it might be starting there? That
It's
might be
probably
causing
more
it?
relevant, yes, but I think before we go waltz into that area, we'd probably better check out the safer destination.
Would Chicago
See
be
if we can get
safer
information.
for Frankie?
I mean safer from the storm.
Did you bring Frankie up?
Sure, we've gone.
That's going to be tough territory. I think if we can get our answers before we go waltzing in there, it might be for the best.
And I mean, that would kind of be the route. I'm sure you could go back through Michigan, but it would take just as much time to go the other way around.
And we don't want to cross the Great Lakes in the middle of a storm.
That would be suicide.
Why?
Pix, I believe you had something you wanted to share.
Okay. I don't know if she trusts Cortland, so she's gonna like have them huddle up and be like, if that's okay.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go hang out with Wyndon.
Okay. Just-
Poor guy.
guys, so basically, so something that we need to do, and I would like us to do it now, as fast as possible, is for us to go to a place called Tato Creek.
Where is it?
She will point it out.
Northern Indiana.
Northern Indiana.
On the way, presumably? Ish?
It's
Not against
not,
the way?
It's not on the rails.
Oh.
It you're gonna need to go north anyways to get to Chicago. It is rather close to Vault 47 though.
We need to go there and then go to Chicago. That's where my family is. We need to grab them and take them out of there.
What?
And then take them to New York. And I can pay off.
New York?
Or sorry, not New York.
I was like, that's a detail. Detour.
And we need to take them to Chicago. That's where my mom will get the operation cleared up with her. And then we need to get them out to. That's on me for what happens after that. But I don't like that the mob knows that they exist. And they were upset. I spoke with one of the mob people earlier, and they seemed upset that you guys had met with us, and they were questioning my integrity to the deal because of, let's just say, actions that you guys have done. And that means that if we do something, meddle with them, someone shows up who doesn't like us, I look at Frankie, or just someone who's upset, bad things happen, even if it's no one's fault, they're going to be honest. That probably means they're going to have to have my family, so I'm moving them out of Tato Creek. And with that storm, we have to get them out.
And Pix, you
Wait.
can do whatever you want to. You aren't required to stay with the group. If you decide that your family is more important than this job, I would encourage you to put them first.
That's the reason why I took the job.
It's on the way.
That part, I think, bringing them to Chicago would be easy enough.
And I don't think we could. If Pix felt the need to leave with them afterwards, well, she's got responsibilities, and that's understandable. But I think we could at least stop by, pick them up on the way.
Do you have long-range communications in your town at all?
I've thought about this. No, not really.
Short range though.
I feel, yeah, it's like short range. We have some like stuff, but
There's probably some guy with a CB.
I'm sure there's like I imagine like they have like the public telephone thing where like you can listen to everyone, but maybe even not that.
What? Oh, okay. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, maybe not even that.
So would
Yeah.
I be able to send a message to them and they just couldn't respond, or would it just be impossible to get a message?
Probably not.
Okay.
How far out of the way is it?
You may look at a map. It is near South Bend, Indiana. So you're in Indianapolis right now.
There is a map somewhere. Oh, I found it.
They're actually. Oh crap! Where's the?
That's actually not as helpful as I was thinking.
Not in Culver. Not Bass Lake.
Now, I don't mean to offend anyone bringing up the obvious, but you are talking about moving someone who's sick through a winter storm into Crime Town, USA. How are we going to do that without hurting them further?
We need a
Crime
vehicle.
Town is helping, then they won't be hurting.
If what?
Crime Town is helping, then they won't be hurting.
I'm thinking that we probably won't all be like in crime when we go into Crime Town. It'll probably be something more that me and maybe a few other people are doing to get my mom to where she needs to be. You guys watch everyone else probably, and then just we'll regroup with that. I
Some of us are going to need to
hope
go.
she isn't that. I don't think she should be that bad. I mean, we should. There's not a choice. Okay, you're acting as if there's like a choice. There's not a choice. We have to get them out. if it means that there's harm, that's going to happen, but it's going to be worse if we don't do anything.
I'm not saying we don't do it. I'm saying we figure out how to do it safely. It's
Okay.
not just the mob who's in Chicago. Yeah, they're the majority shareholder, but they're not the only ones.
Who else is there?
Raiders out the wazoo, anyone who wants to try and fight the mob, normal people like us, people who have nowhere else to go.
Most of those aren't going to be a threat.
What part of Chicago do we need to get to?
I wrote down. So let me see that.
The pier.
The pier.
The pier.
Go to the pier.
Frank, you know anything about?
That's where
The
you
pier?
were. Yeah. Sorry, I need to tell you more about it. But it is the what we call the Navy Pier. So it's
Okay.
a very, very long pier on the eastern side of Chicago, I believe.
I think the whole lake is the eastern side of Chicago.
Yeah, I guess so. But pretty decent settlement, fine place to live. Not very lawful though. Totally run entirely by the mob. Pretty big. Bigger than the Armnasium, that's for sure. Big place. About this time, Cortland would come by and just say, "Why, hello guys. I just took a look in the National Weather Service desk, and I found this nifty key. It says it's got a lightning bolt on the keychain
Good job. Do you know where it goes?
to something called Tempest.
What?
And it stands for. It's written in small font.
With Tempest, was it?
Tempest. Oh wait, no, that's on here.
That's a wonderful play.
Technical exploration and monitoring platform for extreme storm tracking.
Oh my gosh.
Is this a Storm Chaser's like keychain?
Oh dear.
I want to be in a Storm Chaser.
So there's some kind of a vehicle or something?
Oh, definitely.
Does this place have a basement or garage?
Probably.
Before we leave,
We
should
were
we
just
take
in
the
the
fusion core with us?
Fine idea.
Is it like a normal fusion core?
Mhm.
Like what I have?
Mhm.
Is powering the building?
Yeah.
Gosh dang.
Wow.
That's why
Gotta love
I
'em.
say the theory that they're not that efficient for power armor is that they're built for buildings.
I mean,
Alright.
fair enough.
It is 9:37, so we will go ahead and end session with that. I know there's a lot more to talk about where you guys want to head, how you want to get there, and what you want to do with the union bodies. But we will deal with that next week. Thank you so much for joining with us. We will see you all next week.
Bye.
Have a wonderful week.
Bye.